All right, everybody. How's it going? I'm ready to do this. Let's party. Make sure I got my chat up. All right, here we go.
If you visit,
All right, here we go.
if you visit the Rippaverse, you'll see just how I move differently. Got more arm hair than an armchair. That's why they call me Papa Bear, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. My business got so many factors, and I got so many detractors. Those suckers gonna meet to me, and Isom's gonna sue me, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. Got 100,000 comics without any buyers, and a lot of insurance for warehouse fires, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. I sold 3D assets to a bunch of asshats for a pile of cash that's all gone up in smoke, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it.
All right, you guys, how is it going, everybody? Make sure that everything is going good. Everything is looking good. Everything should be working. We're live all over the internet. Let me make sure my chat thingy is live. Okay, here we go. Hold up. I was making a post. Let's see when my lovelies get in here. Okay, coal beans. I should have scheduled this out a lot sooner. Like yesterday, I was told like, "Hey, you got to do this," but I was just like so tired. But there's so much going on in the news. We're gonna get into it. I've been getting attacked still over my election integrity stuff. It's so funny because I sent my buddies a link to Dick Masterson debating with this guy named Hutch, and you know, this Hutch guy, he's like a far leftist. Drizzle. Never give up, guys. We got this. We stay winning. Us green skins. God, it's so hot. Water only for me. Goodness. Man, should have started this a lot sooner. Whew. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. This heat is killing me. All right, so before we begin, greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here once again for another exciting episode of the Watchfrogs. This is episode 103. I appreciate every single one of you joining as always. Now, before we begin, please be aware, I'm streaming on dlive, Trovo, Kick, Facebook, Rumble, X, formerly known as Twitter, Twitch.tv, and YouTube. And for those who enjoy or prefer an audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Of course, links are in the description. I think I messed that up. Anyways, there are also a handful of other ways to support the show and to keep me independent. Feel free to head over to my Subscribe Star, my local page, or toss a generous donation to my Cash App. I'll greatly appreciate it. And my goodness, let me go ahead and get rid of that. Man, I keep getting these pop-ups from IOBit. Dude, I think I got to get rid of this software, man. It's causing me nothing but trouble. I'm just getting way too many pop-ups. I'm just getting a lot of static. I think it's causing me way more issues than not. Oh my God, I just heard like a buzzing noise. I hope that wasn't, whatchamacallit, the mixer about to take a shit once again. All right, we should be good. We're gonna wait for everybody to pile in. Hopefully next week I can start streaming on BitChute to make up for not being able to stream on Facebook Live. It's really unfortunate that I cannot stream on Facebook Live anymore. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and test that out really quick. I want to see if I can actually do something here. Let me see. Go live. Your profile is at least 60 days old, and I have to have at least 100 followers. Okay, cool. How many do I have right now? I only have 2 on Facebook. Dude, I guess I don't attract that many boomers. I don't attract too many moms and dads for Facebook. So, guys, head on over to Facebook if you got a profile. If you got Instagram, same thing. And go ahead and follow the watchfrogs on Facebook so I can stream on more platforms. I absolutely need to do this. And then, yeah, hopefully next week, throw it up on BitChute. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I know, right? Dude, isn't that hilarious? I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I can't fucking do this. I wanted to do this show with Cheese because we talked about doing it, but like he's still in California and he doesn't have a lot of freedom out there. So he couldn't really join me tonight because we're going to be doing movie reviews and stuff. Hold up. What's going on? Dude, I keep hearing like a crackling noise. What the fuck is happening? It's driving me crazy. It's driving me absolutely crazy. All right. So waiting on everybody to show up here. 5 out of 5. So we are connected to Kick, Twitch, YouTube, of course, Trovo, and dlive. Yay. Goodness, man. I don't even know where to begin with the news. We got so much stuff going on. Let me make sure I don't have anything funky in my bookmarks. Because this episode is going to be like heavily dependent on the drama. What's going on, Zombie Bomb? Thank you for joining. Dude, I'm going to start sweating like a pig, dude. I don't know why. It's just like unusually hot right now, especially in this room. Hold on. Yeah, I got my dog with me. She's behind me. Go to bed. She's being fat and lazy, of course, just like myself. Dude, I got to shave, man. I'm going to start looking like Pisco Liddy. I'm going to have a little coat beard going on. I don't need that. Dude, that guy's so salty, but I kind of get now why he's been ducking me. Chaz is playing Stellar Blade. He just switched to the bondage outfit, and he's catching fish. I don't know what Stellar Blade is. Dude, honestly, like, I don't want to say I've fallen out of love with video games, but I just don't have any desire to really play any games unless it's like a party game and I'm like, with the homies. I just like, I keep seeing like, oh, dude, check out this new thing coming out, and I just don't care. I really don't. I don't even know what Stellar Blade is. I feel like I'm missing out, but more than likely not. Just can't do it, man. I'm a dork. How am I a dork? Like on Facebook, I got recommended on my feed. Usually it's like a bunch of like Lizzo shit and like Taylor Swift stuff, but every now and then like gameplay for Call of Duty would be recommended to me. And it just doesn't look fun at all. It does not look appealing to me in any way, shape, or form. It used to be fun. Play Chained Together with Chaz. Ooh, I don't mind playing Chained Together with Chaz. I totally would. That sounds exciting. Chained Together. Also sounds like my worst nightmare. I have a phobia of that kind of stuff. All right, my dog's going back to bed. Good. All right, so my goodness, man. What else is there to say? People have been demanding proof of life for Joe Biden. He's been MIA. We heard this weird recording of him congratulating and endorsing Kamala Harris. Who cares? It's not really interesting to me. It doesn't really change anything in terms of the election outcome. If they are unable to rig it like they did in 2020, we're going to likely see a second President Trump term, and that is going to be great. However, Joe Biden dropping out is disastrous for the Democratic Party. I'm upset as well because I wanted him to lose to Trump. I want him to just fucking concede and bend the knee to the Orange King. And unfortunately, we're not going to get that. They were able to, being the regime, was able to push him out. Or he is just very not well, which is something I've been saying since 2020. That Joe Biden is sick. He is not physically well. And this isn't going to last. This charade. None of this is a mystery to me, which is why Geo sounds low compared to other streams. What do you mean I sound low? Zombie Chaz plays to play from Geo Goons over Jack. God damn it. Shut your fucking mouth here. Let me turn up my thing. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong knob. Yeah. I shouldn't sound low. What do you mean I sound low? Like I'm sad? Like I'm down in the dumps low? You need to be more specific, Friedrich Marx. I'm not a mind reader. But yeah, people aren't handling it well. I didn't really handle it well, and surprisingly, like I kind of want to hear from the idiot in chief. Like I really do. It feels kind of weird, you know. Like I feel like this weird void in my soul now that he's like gone, and we're really not going to be seeing much of him anymore. So yeah, it is what it is. Trump, he appears to have defeated Joe Biden, which seems like a really weird thing to say, but it's true. All right. Keep looking back because I don't want my dog to get up and take a piss in this office. All right. So yeah, people are handling it well. Let's listen in on the Biden enjoyers and let's see how they're handling it. Well, let me read some of these. The update shutdown thing the other day knocked the Biden bot offline. I know, right? The what is it? The CrowdStrike outage. Some diversity hire pushed through this update that apparently shit the bed all over the world. That's a lot of power for one company. It's a lot of power for one tech company. I mean, it didn't impact me. I slept through it. I was perfectly fine. My friend was texting me, all concerned and shit. I'm like, dude, who cares? Let me sleep. It's not a big deal. It sounds like Gio touched his puppets and they touched them back. If only that were the case. Yeah, no, there's no more riding with Biden, dude. The car broke down. It doesn't work anymore. All right, well, we gotta hear what the actual Biden enjoyers have to say, how they're handling the news. Sad music.
He's dropped out! He dropped out! Ah! Joe Biden, please! Gen Z, we need to band together. Please. He was for Gen Z's first president. Ah!
Dude, imagine like you're just like minding your own business, you know, like you're at the grocery store, you're like walking out, you're putting your stuff in your car, and then you see this like fat tub of shit just fucking recording himself, chimping out in his car about Joe Biden dropping out. Fucking, dude, I wish I could encounter an event like this. Oh man. Oh, that'd be so funny. Yeah, man, they're not handling it that well. I mean, this is what I imagine Pisco Liddy was doing when he heard the news. Joe Biden was the Democratic Party's best chance at defeating the Orange Man, and it appears that ship has sailed. All the delegates appear to have rallied behind Kamala Harris, and they're going to go through with it. Who the vice presidential pick is going to be, in my opinion, is probably going to be Mark Kelly. It's something that I stated on Facebook before everybody started floating his name again. I just know these things before everybody else somehow. And yeah, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Let's see what's going on, Sudanar. We're not allowed to ride with Biden. We're all a bit too old for his taste. Yeah, I know, right? We're not toddlers, you know? So yeah, he probably wouldn't find us appealing. Wave your arms around when it's safe to unmute. What do you mean? It's safe to unmute. The video's over. But yeah. Oh, they're not handling it well, you guys. This is pretty great. Let's see. What is this shit here? Yeah, Bill Maher probably gonna say something stupid. I bookmarked it for a reason. Here, let's live react to this.
Here's the things that bother me about him. I know no politician is perfect. I can let a lot of shit go.
Right.
But one, he doesn't concede elections.
Yeah, yeah, he did. What do you mean elections, plural? There was only one election where he didn't concede, and it was rigged for all intents and purposes. Dude, leftists just hate it that people like myself refuse to just, lay down and go along with their narrative, with their charade. I'm not gonna do it. Like, I know it's bullshit because I'm not retarded. Okay, so what else is he gonna say?
That's always going to be a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Yeah, dude, you know who else didn't concede the election? Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams. How about all these people that were crying about Al Gore? Even to this day, I still hear, people my age, millennials, like, oh, well, Bush did that thing to Al Gore. Like, come on, man. It seems like everyone is allowed to reject the results of an election unless you're President Trump and unless you have legitimate grievances, and you're not allowed to complain about it. It's kind of funny how that works. Gio's pretty base for a hefty fella. Glad he's comfortable in his body. I am very comfortable in this body. Very, very. God damn it, Freedom. You know what's so funny? Like, before I met Cheese and before he came out here to Vegas, he assumed I was built like a sumo wrestler. And he's like, I don't understand how you can ride a motorcycle because you got a big old gut. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I don't. And then he said I was like short. He's like, I was built like Super Mario or something. And I'm like, you know what? You motherfucker. And then I picked him up at the airport and I was like 2 feet taller than him. All right. So, yeah, the Chonky Frog. You know what? I disavow that nickname. The Chonk Frog is not going to last. Where are my wrenches at? All right, let's finish this video.
Does not concede elections and has gotten all you guys to pretend that they won the last election.
He did.
2, he just lies. Like he doesn't even care or know what he's lying about. I have a list just from last night. The election was stolen. No,
Correct,
it wasn't.
it was.
Crime is up. Crime is down.
Dude, crime is up, dude. Like, what is it with people just being like in complete denial about reality? Like crime is even up in my so-called safe neighborhood. My car's been broken into. Someone stole my really fancy mechanical keyboard and my Hands 4 backpack. The Sidewinder, very expensive, among a lavalier microphone. Like, dude, it's bullshit. I was at the Paris Hotel and Casino, and I had these really expensive Burberry glasses, prescription, of course. And someone broke into my car, and they stole my fucking glasses and the Magpul case that it was in, and they stole my garage door opener. This is at a casino in a parking garage, and there are cameras. Crime isn't up. Again, I know that's anecdotal, it's just me, but like, dude, it's pretty obvious that we got a crime problem in this country. So again, Bill Maher with the cope. Again, like, what is the point? And what is the sense in lying? It's kind of like when these dorks are like, oh, well, dude, the economy is amazing, and we created like 6 gazillion jobs last month. Where are these great jobs? What's going on here?
Worst inflation ever. It's been 20.
Yeah, dude, inflation is shit. Like, inflation is pretty bad.
3, it's 3. The people coming, illegals have killed hundreds of thousands of Americans.
Well, I don't know if he said that. Don't care. I mean, they are killing people, and I mean, they're killing them with the drugs that they import into the country. So if you want to make the case that that is happening, that is 100% accurate. Yes.
107% of new jobs went to illegal aliens. I mean, you were in the hall. You heard this shit. It doesn't bother.
Dude, look at this guy, man. He just doesn't know what to say. Dude, challenge him, dude. Bill Maher's a fucking pussy. Dude, none of these Republicans have any sense, man. None of these guys know how to fight. They don't know how to fight, man. They don't know how to fucking counter this shit. It's so easy. Let's see. Wait, Joe doesn't look like Hammerhand? I thought that's why he only shows his shoulders up. Dude, I'm sitting down. I mean, if you want me to stand up, I won't because I'm tired. But I used to do the show standing up. I will have you know. As a wrench, we, the chat, disavow Gio and are not associated with him. Our comments are our own. We are one. We are mutiny. God damn it. All right, so we're not even 20 minutes into the show, and there's already mutiny in the chat once again. Yeah, he said that your retarded camera angle makes you look bigger than you are. I think you paid him to say... Dude, I am so unbelievably cheap. I would never pay Cheese for anything like that. Dude, I don't have to pay people to say things on my behalf. All right? It's not true, Zombie Bomb. It's not true. If anything, I'm supposed to look smaller because the camera is looking down at me. But guys, this is me. Oh, goodness. All right. So now new allegations arise that I am paying people off to say things about me in an effort to control my image, I suppose. And we're going to be talking a lot about people's images. All right, let's wrap up this short clip.
It doesn't bother you that he just, whatever he thinks should be the reality is the reality that he then espouses, even though you know it's not? That doesn't bother you?
What he talks about is what Americans are feeling every single day, no matter what city in the country you're talking about.
Not the best response. I would have handled it a lot differently. But, I mean, the lies go both ways if you're willing to play that game. Like Joe Biden, the working class hero. Joe Biden, the truck driver. Joe Biden, the political prisoner who shared a cell with Nelson Mandela. You know, the civil rights folk hero. I mean, fuck, man, I can go. Yeah, I suppose. The revolution has expanded. Geo is a dirty pink skin. Oink oink. He goes, God, you guys are not gonna fucking treat me like Vito Giswaldi. I don't want to hear no oink oink noises in the chat. I don't want to see pig emojis. I don't want to see any of that stuff. All right, dude. Like, I am like the size of half of Vito Giswaldi's leg. Like, I'm not even drinking alcohol on the show anymore. And even when I did, it was mostly wine. Strictly water because it is too fucking hot. Way too hot. Oh, God. Well, that was that clip. Let me see. What else do we have here? Oh, man. Yeah, so Kamala Harris has been selected by the Democratic Party. She appears to have whipped up all the delegates necessary to be the official nominee. In my opinion, this is a good thing. One, she's going to be the most easily beatable candidate that you can put on a ticket. Plain and simple. Also, ethically, she should be the nominee. People voted for Biden and Harris. The primaries are over. These two were the picks. To have a so-called open convention to replace her would be fucking insane. Especially at this point, because all the far leftist influencers, with the exception of the fat pig Cenk Uygur, they're all rallied behind her. They're all rah Kamala. So I think that's a good thing as well. But man, I just find her so fucking annoying. Like, I just see shit like this. I mean, this is almost as bad as like the Macarena or the Haka dance. Two of the worst dances ever. You know, ever. I'm speechless at how like annoying this is and stupid. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is happening here. Yep, she might be the next president. Ugh, gross. Alex Cole writes, live video of Magic American people going to the polls in November to vote for Kamala Harris. Okay. If you say so. You can tell she isn't Magic American because of this dance. I know. Look, let me just say this really quick. From a strategic point of view, if I had the attention of the GOP, the RNC, and some of these other high profile campaigns on the right, at the very least, I would tell them to communicate to your little online surrogates, all the people that you pay, all these influencers on the right, to quit fucking talking about her skin color. Quit talking about her fucking race, her place of origin, where her parents were born, any of that shit. It's fucking stupid. It's cringe. It's not helpful. From a strategic point of view, it's just a stupid thing to fixate on. There's a million different ways to destroy Kamala Harris. Talking about the color of her skin is not one of them. And ethically speaking, I just think it's dumb. Also, another issue that I have is this moniker that the right is kind of throwing on her, which is that she's a cop. They're like, oh, Kamala the cop, Kamala cop. That's not supposed to be scary, right? People think like, oh, you know, Joe Biden, the tough on crime Democrat, and then his little cop, Kamala cop, they're teaming up together. Whoa, like that's not a fucking winning strategy to insult them in that way. Like, that's not supposed to scare or deter voters. And I know why they're doing it. And it is, I don't want to sound like an SJW or anything, but it's kind of racist and degrading and demeaning to people who are, Magic Americans. Because what they're insinuating is like, hey, Kamala Harris, the cop, haha, get it? Because cops put people who look like you in jail. She's a cop, by the way. You wouldn't vote for the cop, right? Because she throws criminals who look like you in jail. Like, it's just fucking stupid and brain dead. And like, the people that you're saying that shit to, they're not fucking stupid. They know exactly what you're doing. Nobody falls for it. This Kamala cop moniker, fucking retarded. If I was able to communicate to the GOP, RNC, etc. Stop fucking calling her that. Unbelievably dumb. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like they like losing. Stick to the facts. I think the facts are much more helpful in bringing down this person, making them fall further in the polls. It's like, yeah, Kamala Harris, she supports giving pornography to children in schools. Her and her administration for many years have been at the forefront of child genital mutilation. None of these people will ever commit to saying that abortion at 9 months is immoral and that they would put a stop to it. Cite Governor Northam over in Virginia, former Governor Northam. Her and Joe Biden, they sent the FBI to go after parents at these school board meetings. Why weren't they stopping all these mass shootings? Why weren't they investigating all these terrorists coming over the border? Why weren't they focused on protecting people like Laken Riley, who was viciously attacked by an illegal alien and then unfortunately murdered by one? Kamala the cop saying she's not really a black person, like really, that's the best they got. Again, if I was able to put a word in Trump's ear, be like, dude, you got to tell your fellow influencers that march to your beat not to fucking say that shit because they're making a big mistake and they look stupid. You convince, if anything, you drive more people into the arms of the Kamala Harris camp. But hey, what do I know? I've just been right about most things. What are you doing today? Yo, what's going on, Roto? Not much, man. Just hanging out. We're going to be streaming tonight. And I got to clean a little bit. The room is a mess. My office is a mess. Got to throw out a bunch of stuff. I got to get ready for tomorrow because tomorrow's a big day because I got to do a mad push for the book that I'm writing. I promised Jack that I would get it done. Jack of Red Leather Media Podcast. Gio said we had to stop using the N-word. Shut up, Zombie Bomb. God damn it. Yeah, don't use that. Not in my chat, guys. Disavow racism. Ooh, gosh. All right. So speaking of polling, we got to get into it. Politics poll. Impression of Kamala Harris. Favorable, only 35%. Unfavorable, 46%. This is an Ipsos ABC poll. Again, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted a dogfight. All right, I was going to use the wrong word. I wanted excitement. I wanted it to be like a WWE event. I wanted it to be like a UFC event. I wanted an actual dogfight. Unfortunately, Trump beat Biden prematurely. It's over. It's Jover, as the kids say. And now we're stuck with Kamala Harris. And you know what? She's going to handily lose. And if I'm a strategist for the Democratic Party, if I was working for the DNC, be like, look, this is fucking over. We don't have the people. The people that we relied on to rig the election, they don't have the will to do this anymore. We're in a lot of trouble. The wars are not popular. The economy's not popular. The job market's not, like, we lost. We lost the plot. And we failed to take out the opposition via an assassination. So, fuck it. Just give it to Kamala Harris. Have her pick a vice presidential candidate like a Senator Mark Kelly. And even if they lose, Mark Kelly will still be safe. He can still salvage his career because of who he's married to and because of his background. So Mark Kelly has a little bit of staying power. Kamala Harris doesn't. You want to be able to get rid of her, and when she fucks off back to California, she's not going to be a problem. She's not going to be a problem whatsoever. And because her seat's already occupied. It's going to be occupied by Adam Schiff. So and the other senator in the state, she doesn't have a lot of staying power either. So, like, let's say Katie Porter wants it. She has a better chance of taking it over Kamala Harris. That's just a fact. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. Base Kamala is not base. How dare you, Roto22? Don't you be speaking those lies in the chat. Let's see, Zombie Bomb. If you say the N-word, I will send flowers to your house. I just need your SS and a banking number to do that. Yeah. I was gonna make an inappropriate joke about Zombie Bomb and dude showing up at her house, but I don't want the smoke. But yeah, Let's go ahead and go back really quick. Let's see. So now that Joe Biden is gone, it's times like this we need to reflect on this clip here, and just be surprised that it didn't work, as Kaya Orson wrote. So you're telling me this didn't work?
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden. Joe. Skibbity Biden. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language. Skibbity.
I don't know if he's using Hitler's language. He doesn't speak German last time I checked, but I could be wrong. I'm actually excited though. Roto22, are you legitimately excited for Kamala Harris presidency or Kamala Harris hitting the campaign trail? Because I wasn't really impressed by anything that I saw. I mean, I get why she's been in hiding. Look, I don't blame her for being in the background. I don't blame her for hiding or cowering or whatever the case may be. Again, the administration, the last 3.5 years, total mess, pathetic, bad showing. I wouldn't want to show my face either. I mean, you do yourself more favors by staying in hiding. They're going to do a Skibbity Kamala now? Dude, don't give them ideas, Zombie Bomb, because we just might see a Skibbity Kamala. But Skibbity Biden just rolls off the tongue. But yeah, I'm surprised this didn't work. I wonder what the comments have to say about this. Oh, no, whoops. Not the video. If they did it on the source engine, it would have worked. Kamala saw this and made him retire. This makes me want to drop out from the race also. Yeah, I die a little inside each time I watch this. Yeah, man, this is a pretty bad video. This is a really awful, like, how do you do fellow kids moment. God, man. What did I save? Oh, I was going to say something about Pisco. Yeah, so Adam and Sitch, or Adam from the Sitch and Adam show, is by his own definition a Trump supporter. 9 months ago on a show with I'm Really Important and me, he took offense to IRI suggesting he would vote for Trump, saying, what is someone who votes for Trump if they're not a Trump? Yeah, so it's funny. He's able to like talk about like people's feelings and shit. But when I asked him about, just to kind of, go over what he actually believes, he's just not able to. But I'm not really, I forgot what I was going to say about this, because he has like a whole thread here. I'm just like, do I really care? Like, I don't even like Adam or Sitch and Adam. I think they kind of suck, but whatever. Yeah, but, on Pisco, I think I legitimately hurt his feelings. Because of the things that I said, because he's very confrontational, right? Like, he's out there, being very aggressive with certain content creators. But, I beat him in the debate because we set out rules. We're going to be gentlemen. He was not able to be a gentleman. I'll give him a pass with my buddy joining the call. He wasn't supposed to do that, but I made sure that there wasn't really any dogpiling. So I'll let that go because that is annoying. However, he reneged on the rules of engagement. And not only that, he left. He fled. And I was asking him legitimate questions. And again, I was watching Hutch debate Dick Masterson, and basically what Hutch was saying was exactly what Pisco was saying, but Hutch is less cowardly, and he was able to kind of elaborate more on his feelings. And there's just a lot of unresolved angst regarding the 2020 election on both sides. So people like myself refuse to accept the results of the election because it wasn't a transparent election in any meaningful way. And of course the J6 stuff, like, come on, man. Boomer grandmas, MAGA moms marching throughout the Capitol. That's not a fucking insurrection. And when I wanted to elaborate further, he just was not able to. And he just, he wanted to hold up his, guard his feelings for whatever reason and not really elaborate on why he believes what he believes. Again, like, I don't know how you're supposed to move forward in any conversation if you're not willing to communicate how you feel and how you arrived at a certain conclusion. And, again, like Hutch was saying that recounts are audits. No, that's not what an audit is. Audits are generally very thorough processes that are looking at multiple sets of information that should match. But we didn't get that at all. And when we did in Arizona, there were major discrepancies. You know, they were finding all these random ballots for Biden, and they weren't even legitimate ballots. There were issues with the ballots. And again, the Cyber Ninjas did a whole press thingy. They obviously published their findings in a report, which again, multiple people claim to have read, and of course they didn't. They didn't understand it, or they just don't care to, because it's inconvenient. And again, we have two conflicting schools of thought that are bouncing around in the mind of the Democrat. So prior to the 2020 election, literally prior to the bullshit scamdemic, they were saying we need election transparency. We need electoral transparency. And I'm like, I was nodding my head. I agree. The process should be entirely transparent from beginning to end. And then, of course, 2020 happened the way that it did. And then all of a sudden, nobody was interested in transparency. They just censored us. They literally censored our speech for saying that the election was bullshit and that there's, funny stuff going on in the background. And we were the only people ever in American history to be censored for our lawful speech, for refusing to accept the regime-approved narrative about the 2020 election and the phony baloney ballots. Why were we the only ones that were censored? Nobody else was. And then, of course, the J6 stuff, it's like, yeah, dude, they just, again, he wanted to, put me in this kill zone and make me, concede this point that, here's the definition, and if there was force of violence, blah, 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 therefore insurrection. I'm like, well, no, it's not that simple. And again, I'm not contesting what the definition that he, pulled out of his ass. I was like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. But we saw similar violence outside of the White House. To the point where President Trump's Secret Service had to, usher him into a secure bunker beneath the White House. We saw similar violence during the Kavanaugh hearing. And none of those were labeled insurrections. All those were violent. People were arrested, and there was a disruption of, official government proceedings. But only one event was deemed an insurrection. So we couldn't go further. Again, I don't want to have a conversation with myself about this, but we could have gone further and really explored where we come from. But he didn't want to do that. He probably thought it was going to be like some incel gigachud or something, and he was going to be able to dunk on me. But unfortunately for him, he was speaking with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, who understands election matters, because I used to do this for a living. And I was super honest and transparent about my background. I don't do that stuff anymore. And even if I didn't, the rules changed. Everything changed after 2020. And we're all just kind of stumbling in the dark, so to say. And we have two conflicting points of view. And people need to talk about it. People need to be open about it and transparent. But again, the regime insists upon having the tech corporations censor only myself, not anybody else. Again, it's like, people are allowed to spew conspiracy theories about President Trump getting shot. He got shot. Like, it was on video. But people are saying that it didn't happen. That's okay. Let's see. Do you want to come eating debate? We always knew he would. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get clipped, but fuck you, Zombie Bomb. But anyways, yeah. Everyone's allowed to have their bullshit conspiracy theories, except for myself. But, oh well. All right. Well, we got to move on. I don't know what was here, but it doesn't appear to exist anymore. Here, let me refresh. What's going on here? Nope. Well, the show must go on. All right. So I saw this. I figured it would be interesting. We're going to go over it. So the Trump shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, father speaks out for the first time after son tried to assassinate the former president of the United States. All right. Well, here, let's see what they have to say. So here's his father. Yeah, dude, this guy looks like a leftist, man. He looks like he gets really excited about Democrat politics. So the father of the would-be Donald Trump assassin, Thomas Matthew Crooks, has revealed the family is just trying to take care of ourselves. As he stepped out in public for the first time since the shooting, Matthew Brian Crooks, 53 years old, made the remarks as he was spotted leaving a grocery store on Monday, Fox News reported. They should be leaving him alone. The father of would-be Donald Trump assassin, Thomas Matthew Crooks, has revealed the family is just trying to take care of ourselves. Man, that's a lot of food. Look at all that goy slop. Matthew Brian Crooks, 53, made the remarks as he was spotted leaving a grocery store on Monday, Fox News reported. Thomas Matthew Crooks was identified as the shooter. We just want to try to take care of ourselves right now. Please just give us our space, Crooks said as he loaded bag loads of items into his car. We're going to release a statement when our legal counsel advises us to do so. Until then, we have no comment. You know what bothers me about this whole situation? Again, I'm trying not to be a conspiracy theorist about the whole about this whole shooting, about this catastrophic civilization-changing event. But all these photos of this fucking dork, it's all like baby pictures. Like, this is it. It's kind of like when you have like a fake hate crime, and the perpetrator obviously doesn't look like me, obviously doesn't look like Matthew Crooks or whatever. And then when the identity is discovered, they're like, oh yeah, this is Tyrannius, and it's like his baby picture, or it's his like high school football photo. Whenever like one of these violent criminals gets shot by the police, and it's like, oh, he was unarmed, and then it turns out like he had like a knife and he was wielding it around, and they don't show his current photo of the perpetrator. They don't show the mugshots. They show like high school picture day photos. Why not just show like what he looks like now? We don't know, like, because this is not who we saw on any of those videos. So again, I don't want to get into conspiracy mode. Again, like I don't really care. There's really nothing I can say. That there's no new information that can come out that is going to change my mind about how I'm going to vote or what I think about the regime. The regime is not to be trusted. The regime narrative is bullshit. Even in real time, they were saying that President Trump fell. He didn't fall. He had to drop to the ground because he was shot and being shot at. And he also admitted in another interview with J.D. Vance, hopefully our future vice president, that when he was down on the ground taking cover from the shots, he heard more bullets whizzing past over him. Again, is this the shooter? I'm going to be honest, guys. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the father. Let's see if we can ascertain anything by looking at his appearance. So he's a really fat guy, consumes goy slop. It looks like he's parked in the handicapped spot. He's right next to one. I don't know, man. Yeah, he looks like his son would be a shooter of some sort. Wait, do links not show in chat? They don't show up in chat for me because I'm using the restream chat. I also don't know what link you're posting. Again, I'm not censoring or really looking at the chat whatsoever, or I'm not moderating the chat. It's just impossible for me to do so. AC writes, for the Dems to collapse this much after the Trump incident makes me believe that it was a deep state plan that failed. They put all their cards on this incident. You know what? While you bring that up, I'll give you my 2 cents here. Here's what I legitimately believe was supposed to transpire. So the deep state, I fucking hate using that word. The regime, the illegitimate regime, was gonna have Trump taken out. All the Macedonians, all the Trumpers, we would have chimped out. It would have been fucking horrific because Trump's gone. And then the regime, in an attempt to pacify the Goyim, to placate the Goyim, they'd be like, all right, we took your guy out. We're going to get rid of Biden. We're going to get rid of Kamala with an open convention. RNC is going to pick a whole new slew of people to lead the party, and the DNC is going to pick a whole new slew of people to pick their leader, to pick their executives. And they would have attempted to kind of balance it out so everybody would be happy. I legitimately believe that was the plan. President Trump was not supposed to survive that. Honestly, I probably would have just quit streaming. I would have deleted all my socials. I wouldn't give a fuck anymore if he were to pass away. It'd be over. It's just like this is it. Like, it would be a civilization changing event if they were to have succeeded. It would just 100% prove to me that we no longer have any say in who leads this country. We no longer have a say in how or who gets to represent us. It would literally be over if they were to have succeeded. Apparently, Joe Biden called Trump afterwards, and he said Biden asked Trump, "Why did you turn your head at that moment?" Man, that's a funny fucking thing to ask somebody. But you know, what are you gonna do? Let's see. I'm not gonna send you something. You should totally read on stream. Oh, I'm gonna send you something you should totally read on stream. Yeah, go ahead. Dude, you can send me anything if you want. You can just go ahead and DM it to me on Discord. Here, I should have my Discord open. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hearing slides, use that hearing redacted. Dominion versus Fox. Document cloud. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Look, dude. Like, I have nothing to say about the Dominion voting machines. I've been talking about election integrity for a very, very long time on this channel, and one thing that I am never going to touch, that I do not care about, are the machines. The machines are irrelevant. Like, even if you can conclusively prove and show me that there are grave vulnerabilities with the machines, with the Dominion machines, it doesn't matter, because any slick, smooth talking lawyer can kind of explain it away with some mumbo jumbo tech jargon, so it's meaningless. I like to keep things simple. If you want to prove to me that a election was bullshit, and I had carte blanche to do things my way, we're gonna get the voter rolls. We're gonna get all of the votes that are available to us, and we're gonna compare and contrast between these two sets of documents, with these two sets of data points. And if there's discrepancies, we're going to see. You just look into it. It's like, okay, this vote is not legitimate because the address is a FedEx drop, a FedEx warehouse location. Okay, well, that's gone. This ballot doesn't have a signature. That's gone. This ballot has approved right where someone should be signing. Gone. And you're also going, if you were to do a meaningful, like, transparent, full-blown audit, you would find minors who would have cast the ballot. You would find illegal aliens who would have cast the ballot. Because, again, remember, the DMV, social services, et cetera, they were automatically enrolling every single person who applied for an ID to register to vote. Every single person that is registered to vote receives a ballot. And there is zero measures in place to prevent someone who is a non-citizen from receiving a ballot. And because they are not verifying signatures, because they're not scrutinizing the ballots in real time or as they're being received, whatever, their vote's going to count. That's just the reality of it, you guys. Let me see. I remember I wanted them to be 1 hour long. Gio goes on a side tangent that extends the stream to 4 hours. I know, right? I'm sorry. See, everyone should learn from Trump. Move around when doing a public speech to make any pew-pews hard to. I know, right? All you got to do is that's why he does the adorable old man dancing. He's like, all right, is it safe yet? Is it safe yet? You know, and then, you know, once he feels like the coast is clear, then he can go into his speech. Wait, no, pull me in. Not yet, because we're doing the actual show. All right, so what else have we got here? Yo, what's going on, OJ Coop? Thank you for joining us over on twitch.tv. So yeah, once again, lending credence to something that I said. People are already, look, 2024 is a foregone conclusion at this point. The pollsters are already looking to 2028. And as of right now, the 2028 National Republican primary, J.D. Vance is at 25%, and trailing behind him at 14% is Ron DeSantis. So I do legitimately believe that J.D. Vance is going to be the next presidential primary nominee, or the next Republican nominee for 2028. Like literally 2 minutes and I'll bounce. Okay, all right. Are you on the Discord? Hold on 1 second. I'll pull you in. Yeah, there you are. All right, Rhoda, let me get you in here. All right, let's hear what you got to say. No slurs. Fuck, hold up. Damn it. Yo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? I can hear you loud and clear. What's up?
Hey, yeah. Real quick, the reason I linked that to you is, I know you say you didn't care about the voting machine stuff, but I think the reason why the stuff in that that document I sent you is relevant is because it's basically going through and it's showing through emails and testimony from people at Fox that they're basically openly admitting that the people that they were bringing on their show, like Rudy Giuliani and what was that one girl's name? I forget her
Sidney
name.
Powell, probably.
Yeah, Sidney Powell. They openly admit that they knew that these lawyers were giving them false information and it was all lies, and they were perpetuating the whole like, oh, this whole the votes are rigged and everything's like fraudulent lie. They openly admit that. And you can see that in the emails and through the testimony.
Yeah, I'm aware. I recall all that. I got a lot of calls and I got a lot of questions immediately after 2020 because of the work that I used to do. And people were bringing me all kinds of crazy shit. Like, first off, like most people don't even know how like ballots are actually produced, like created. Like, how do they actually make these things for the majority of us? And some dork was on Alex Jones's show and he was like pretending to be some kind of like, I don't know, insider. And he's like, yeah, dude, we got these radioactive isotopes on the ballots. And, this is not, you don't understand. Trump is going to win. This is a RICO case. Hillary's going down. Like, just fucking nonsense. And the thing with the machines, like Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, they might have believed what they were saying. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's in their mind. Sidney Powell is not an election expert. She is a good lawyer, but she's not an election expert, and neither is Rudy Giuliani.
They might have believed what they were saying, but Fox didn't actually believe it, but they perpetuated what they were saying anyway.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really interesting that they basically, the reason why they openly admit this is because they said they were losing viewers to like OAN and Newsmax, and they were getting good ratings with putting Giuliani on the air. So, the lie was giving them ratings, so they just kept going with it. And I just think that that's really interesting that.
Yeah, they did a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage for people who are actually concerned with election integrity. When Sidney Powell is saying that, there's these servers in Germany and the fucking, the Delta Force is going in there and killing the terrorists and we're gonna fucking save the day and something Hugo Chavez. She makes us look fucking crazy because I've never ever espoused anything like that. I've never talked about the machines. I never talked about like some hacker going in there and fucking changing votes. Like, I don't fucking know. But again, bypass all that. If you look at the voter rolls and you get the ballots and you do a meaningful audit, you will find discrepancies. We saw them out here in Nevada. Again, I know the former attorney general, and I talked with I don't want to say his surrogates, but people that he was close with. And we had the goods, but the courts didn't want to hear it. And like on one hand, that's bullshit, but on the other hand, if I were to steel man their position, like even if you wanted to have a fucking court case and it's public, like would you even have enough time before the certification? The only real remedy for President Trump would be to not concede and to have his vice president and of course the U.S. Senate reject the certification and to have the states decide, who the victor is. And other people are like, well, what if it was Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and the roles were reversed? Like, okay, let's say that Trump got 6 gazillion votes and Joe Biden refused to concede and he, him and Kamala were not going to certify the election along with, half of the Senate or whatever. That's fine. That means the states would choose, and the majority of state houses at the time would have been Republican, and they would have just said, you know what, Trump won. We're going to throw it to Trump, and this is over. And that's that. Then comes the the inauguration and all the other stuff. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But no, I know what you mean, man. Yeah, I don't talk about the machines at all. I do not talk about the machines at all. The machines that I have experience with, they were Diebold machines, if I remember correctly. They were not Dominion, which is kind of a
Dominion. Yep.
Odd name for a election machine. But yeah, man. But no, it's good stuff. It's a really great way to kind of, somebody who wants to talk about election integrity that are ignorant, and then they start talking about machines and all that stuff. Then yeah, you can pull that out and you can make fun of them. Same with Sidney Powell, man. She made an ass out of us. Same with Lynn Wood. He made an ass out of us. One of Trump's lawyers,
Trump made an ass out of you guys, right?
To a point. I don't know. Again, I don't know why he selected this woman to.
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's. Dude, I'm gonna keep working on you, dude. But
all right.
I'm just trying to tell you, he's just leading y'all down the wrong path. Y'all need to pick somebody else. I don't even mind. I'm assuming you're conservative. You seem like you're conservative to me, but I don't
put
have
labels
an
on
issue
myself.
with. Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't either. But I don't mind conservatives in general. Trump ain't it, dude. He ain't it.
I love Trump.
But
man.
anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And Kamala 2024, let's go.
Boo. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you, man.
Cheers. All right, guys. Well, the show goes on. So we just let me see. Hold on. We got a bunch of chats. I apologize, you guys. I wasn't ignoring you. Let's see. If they still the election in 2020, what's stopping them from doing it again in 2024? Dominant machines commonly manipulated throughout the world. Yeah, I know. I'm less worried about deficiencies and straight up intentional manipulation. To be honest, it's not about making fun of the machines. To me, it's about discussing a major piece of the election integrity. Make these claims without being able to back it up. Okay, so I mean, he's just stating his opinion. That's fine. So the thing with 2024, because a lot has changed since 2020. There have been measures put in place in swing states to prevent the nonsense that went on in 2020. So that's good. Also, there needs to be a will to do this. Like, there needs to be a legitimate will from the Democratic base to actually, fortify the election the way that they did in 2020. And I just don't think it exists. I think it's pretty clear what's at stake now. So as of doing this podcast in 2024, we are on the brink of World War III. We probably would have seen World War III had President Trump been assassinated by Thomas Matthew Crooks. We would have seen Taiwan invaded. We probably would have seen a barrage of missiles launch into Ukraine, and we would have seen more bloodshed. Unfortunately, I don't want to see bloodshed between brothers and sisters. Eastern Europeans should not be doing that to each other. We also probably would have seen mass casualty event, if you will, in the Middle East because of the tensions between Israel and its neighbors. It would have been bad because we don't have leaders right now. Even at this moment, even though Trump survived and all that, like we're at a point right now where anything can happen, and anybody pretending to be able to predict what happens in the future is just wrong. Some guesses are better than others. However, for me personally, like, I can't really commit to saying how this all transpires. But as of right now, I do believe President Trump will win. Currently, the president or the prime minister, whatever, the leader of Israel, he's meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. So hopefully people take this election seriously and vote. Now, to go back to what's going to stop them from doing this again. A lot of the things that they had in place to rig it, they're not there anymore. The will to do this, I think people kind of know what's at stake. I don't think the will really exists to do that again. And I don't know. President Trump has just legendary support, more support now than ever before. And I always impress upon everybody, make sure everybody in your household has their ballots filled out, ready to rock and roll. Take them to the polls, go to the polls, make a thing of it. Go to Applebee's afterwards and, joke about the election, just say it's going to be okay. And if the machines go down miraculously, if they try to fuck with the machines again, like with what we saw in Maricopa County, you have your little paper ballots, you can drop them off on election day. So you don't have to worry about the election department officials, like the voter registrar or their goons, going through the ballots and, just conveniently tossing out the Trump votes, because on election day and the days after, hopefully there's going to be enough of us monitoring the count, being present, which just, again, that didn't exist in 2020. I mean, we saw in Detroit where they were propping up the signs to prevent people from watching the tabulation occur. So when someone's like, well, why do you think the election happened, or why do you think the election was rigged? It's like, just show them that video. It's like, this is not a transparent process. This is bullshit. So I think we're going to be okay. I don't sell black pillarism on this channel, and I'm not going to fucking lie to you guys. We got a big fight ahead of us, and I don't really care how unpopular or stupid Kamala Harris is. We need to get everybody that we know and make our case, within reason, of course, and make the case for Orange Man 2024, Trump Vance. That's really the best we can do. And of course, you can phone bank, you can canvass for your preferred candidates in your area, and you can also volunteer to participate in the actual election yourself by going to your nearest election department and signing up to be a poll worker, signing up to be a site leader. And, you can be on the front lines preventing the next rigging of a major consequential election that will have very serious consequences for civilization. Whew. So don't be daft. Let's see. The will to steal the election isn't there. I strongly disagree. Maybe on Twitter. But, dude, like in the real world, man, I just don't think people have an appetite for more democratic shenanigans. Soros, the far left, the devil's globalists do not want Trump in power. Oh, yeah, that's an obvious one. I sure hope it's too big to rig. It might be, but again, everybody listening on whatever platform that you're on, and I'm going to be expanding the show to BitChute soon, and hopefully Facebook. Again, guys, link in the description. Go to Facebook and go to Boomer Book and follow the watchfrogs there so I can continue to stream there. But yeah, as long as we do our part and we earnestly try and don't engage in, the black pillarism, I think we're going to pull out okay. Again, we saw a civilization-changing event right before our eyes. President Trump was not supposed to survive that, but he did. It's a miracle. And that's how I found Christ. I witnessed miracles in my own life. I witnessed them with my own eyes. I felt it. I was able to touch it. It's real. And I was also witness to it again on the day of that Pennsylvania rally. I was at work and I was listening to it. I was watching it in real time. And dude, like my heart stopped. I was about to, cry because it was just it was so crazy. But he made it. We're going to make it. What is black pillarism? Kind of like the black pill. When people, there's the red pill, which is seeing the world for how it actually is. So it's like pragmatism. It's just, being real, right? Then there's the blue pill, which is looking at the world through like the lens of CNN. So it's all fake. It's all bullshit, right? And then there's the black pill. The black pill is everything is pointless. Everything is doomed. We don't have any say in how anything goes, yada, yada, yada. It's all doom and gloom. That's basically what the black pill is. And he wants us to go poke him. That's not what I said, Zombie Bomb. But you can go ahead and keep thinking that. All right, well, we got to move on. We're into the show. Guys, do not forget to, we got to get into the pop culture stuff. Yeah, so don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. And there are so many platforms for anybody to enjoy the Watchfrogs on. Of course, if you prefer the audio-only experience, I am on Spotify. Please feel free to go on over there and support the show and listen at your convenience at any time, anywhere. Black Pill is dating. You're thinking of doomers. Black Pill is incel. No. Whoa. Black Pill is not like a dating thing. Black Pill can be anything, really. Black Pill, Ohio, Skibidi, Tenacious Toy. Shut the fuck up, Flash Case. God damn it. Doomers, right? The Black Pill, Doomers. All of that is kind of synonymous. Black Pill is not dating. Look, somebody can be like, I'm black pilled on politics. I'm black pilled on dating. I'm black pilled on the job market. I'm black pilled about my own future. People do use that terminology that way. The pills are not dating. It's a mentality. Yes, correct, AC. Have you read or heard the book COVID-19? By Clash? No, Ujiku, but I feel like I got like a general, I got the gist of it. I generally didn't really want to indulge in too much of that stuff. I kind of tuned out of all the COVID's nonsense. Yeah, state of mind. Yeah, state of mind. All the pill stuff is like a state of mind. Annie, you have a picture of that rash you gave your mom up on the screen? Shut your fucking mouth. All right, Zombie Bomb again. Banned for like 6 hours. All right, guys, we got to make fun of these. Hold on. I'm going to message Aaron from Steel Toe Media. I want to get him on the show so bad. Rode hasn't followed me on Twitter. Hey, thanks, buddy. Let's see. It's camera, blah, blah, blah. Hold up. Bro. I'm live right now. Get in on my show. Want to interview you. Smiley face. Okay. Yeah, because Aaron Imholt is on the news once again Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. To me, it's important to understand my enemy. It is important to understand your enemies. 100%. And they come in many shapes and sizes, and some of them are sneakier than others, man. You just got to be careful. All right, so that's basically it for the politics stuff. Other than that, there's really nothing really interesting going on. We're still waiting to see Joe Biden in the flesh. Who knows what's going on with him? We're also waiting to see who Kamala Harris picks, and the Secret Service lady, the director, the DEI hire, she resigned. Because she's incompetent. And I don't really think that's the right move. I think she should have stayed at her post. And we need answers, man. And she needs to be the one to deliver the answers for us. Second shooter? Yeah, it's possible, man. Some really smart people are suggesting it was a shooter. One of President Trump's former constitutional lawyers during the Stop the Steal era, Robert Barnes, he legitimately believes it was a second shooter. And that guy is not dumb. He's very, very smart. He was leading the front on the battle for the battle against the COVID tyranny. Look at the memes of the watchfrogs. I just dropped the spiciest meme. Oh my goodness. Let me take a look at this. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, disavow. All right, so one of the things that we'd like to talk about here on the show, things that we are against, are Disney adults. Obese Disney adults that break out with a rash when they move. All right.
Have you been dying to get the Disney rash? No, probably not, but it does happen. Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus size Disney tips and tricks. If you don't know what the Disney rash is, consider yourself lucky. It's also known as exercise-induced vasculitis. It can happen when you're exposed to heat.
That's a really fancy way of saying I'm clinically obese. And the only exercise I get is when I'm meandering around Disneyland or World, whatever. I don't know. I've never been.
And if you're exercising for a long period of time, which are both super common in Disney World because you can walk between 5 and 10 miles a day. The rash typically appears
Yeah, you guys wouldn't look like this if you walked 10 miles a day.
on exposed parts of your lower legs. It can cause an itching and burning sensation and just be downright uncomfortable. First aid recommended using aloe vera and cortisone to ease the symptoms. We've also seen some people put sunblock on their lower legs to try to prevent it. That's something we're gonna try on our next trip. Cooling the area with an ice pack or a cold shower can also provide relief. Lowering your body temperature and elevating your legs are also known to help. We don't all experience Disney rash, but those of us who do come prepared with aloe vera and cortisone in their park bags. It mostly happens in the summer, but can happen on hotter days all year round. We hope that these tips help if you ever find yourself personally victimized by the Disney rash.
All right, guys. When Trump returns and we start mass deporting people, these criminals, the terrorists, the illegal aliens, the Disney adults go to. In Trump's fascist America, we're done with the Disney adults. I'm sick of this. Look, if we need to trade, we need to do like a switcheroo. That's all right. Illegal aliens who like work hard, all right, they can stay. We'll make an exception. But in their place, the Disney adults have to go. I'm not even fucking kidding. Guys, this is not a joke. Oh man. I do this show and I'm just like, you know what? Is it even possible to be more disgusted by these consumers? Is it possible to be grossed out even more about the state of the Disney adults? And you know what? The bar just keeps going up and up and up. Let's see. I don't walk 10 miles a day, Sag. The seismometers around Florida were registering all day that day. Flash case, you're talking about a Richter scale. I think that's what they use to measure earthquakes. Let's see, they call walking exercising. That's all I need to hear. Well, technically walking is exercising and it is important to get your steps in. So on one hand, the Disney adults are doing that, but they don't do it often enough for it to matter. Because if you're at a point where like your legs are all like, dude, like here's the deal. Like I walk over 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles a day. Obviously, I don't weigh as much as an Abrams tank, so my legs don't get red. I don't get red at all. But if they were doing this reliably, let's say they walk 10 miles a day. They were very committed to this. So after work, they go and they walk around 10 miles. they won't look like this after about, like, say 3 or 4 months. And that's also if they eat well. Obviously, they're not doing that. Again, I see a lot of goy slop in their diet. I see a lot of bad choices in their life. Again, they're at Disneyland or Disney World, so that's a problem. You like the weirdest videos. Zombie Bomb. Who says I'm enjoying this? Who says I like this? I'm disgusted, okay? Would rather be fat and confident than fat and severely depressed or whatever if I had to choose between the two. Of course, it would be better if they were fit, but we have to be realistic. You know what? That is true. And again, like, I don't want to make... I'm more disturbed by the whole affinity for Disney because... Okay. All right. Let me get real here. So the problem that I see here is that these individuals do not have a healthy lifestyle. They're consuming a lot of the goy slop. They're sitting around all day. You can tell just by their physical appearance. And again, I'm trying to be nice here. However, they are committed to walking around over 10 miles a day and to consuming more goy slop and to consuming more nonsense, all this stupid stuff. And they're getting rashes. They're getting physically sick to a degree. And that's the only time they're able to step out of their comfort zone is to consume product, which is what I'm super antithetical to. So again, I would like to see more of these activities. So like on the plus side, you have a group of girls and they all appear to be friends and they're willing to go out and do stuff. Well, why don't you guys commit to doing things that are positive and healthy and save your money and stop giving it to these evil corporations that basically help to promote everything that I am against, morally, ideologically, etc. So I just want people to do better. And if they're not willing to, in Trump's fascist America, I hope they get deported. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see. See, you kind of sound like you hate them because they're fat. It's not that, dude. It's not about it's more about the consumption. We do this thing called like consume sins. And we shame people for consuming things that they're not supposed to, for doing things that they're not supposed to. The 1 week long goon sesh. Who cares? That's their life to live. Dude, this is a culture war, bro. Oh, this is why he refused to stand up. Gotcha. Shut the fuck up, Zombie Bomb. I could stand all day if I wanted to, okay? All right. So, yeah, Disney adults, really, really bad. Let's see what they have to say in the comment section. The body freaks out when it gets exercise in sunlight for the first time in years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your body is not really supposed to be... You've been dying to get the Disney rash? Your body is not supposed to be doing that at all. So this suggests to me that there's not a lot of physical activity. All of these individuals here are susceptible to gaining diabetes, and the legs are going to fall off if they don't end this literally now. Like the time to start getting healthy is this moment. They call it the Disney rash because Disney is literally the only place where they walk further than Jesus. Disavows, really hate. Oh no! Oh holy fuck! I hate. Yeah, see, I'm not even saying this stuff here. Again, I'm trying to offer words of encouragement, words of hope. Why are adults going to Disney without kids? This is a very strange trend. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you couldn't pay me to go to Disneyland or Disney World. Like if I was offered money to go to Disneyland for free, I wouldn't go. If I was given free tickets, I wouldn't go. Disneyland, Disney World, don't care. Not interested. I agree the Disney thing is cringe and people probably shouldn't support it. Oh no, they absolutely shouldn't. Like they promote all the awful things in the country. If you're actually just plain and simple. Let's see. Yeah, see, like stuff like this is kind of mean. Yeah, back to the natural habitat. Ha ha ha. Americans are sheep to the slaughterhouse for pharmaceutical drug company monopolies. How does that even happen? Laziness, man. Laziness. You're fat. You have forehead fat. I don't even know what that is. Ooh, the Disney Rash has a page on WebMD. Fuck, man. Yeah, dude, consumer culture, the Disney adult, dude, it's out of control. The Disney adults are out of control. They're so out of control, they've literally earned themselves a spot on WebMD. The Disney Rash is a kind of blood vessel inflammation called vasculitis that affects the lower parts of the leg after you perform strenuous exercise or activity for a long time, especially in warm weather. It is more commonly seen in women aged over 50. Wow. Dio, you should be inclusive. Make a puppet with a fupa. I am making a puppet pattern that's almost complete. It's called the Dino Buddy, and it's like kind of like a T-Rex. It's supposed to look like the little T-Rex from the video game Party Animals, but you could easily make that into like instead of giving it like green skin, you can give it like regular human skin, and the Dino Buddy, the stomach can actually look like a fat gut. So it's totally up to you. And also Vito's puppet that I'm making is behind me and actually kind of stuffed the stomach to make it kind of fat. Add the third chin and wheezing breathing. Oh God. But yeah. Fat Vito puppet incoming. All right. Well, we got to move on for the Disney adult stuff. Oh, dude. Tenacious D. Any minute now, my buddy Spencer's going to hop in. I'm going to roast him for liking this band. Yo, what's up, Big Bongo? Thank you for joining the Watchfrogs. No, making Eve from Stellar Blade Puppet. Just admit they're all gooning puppets. I don't know what Eve is. I don't know what Stellar Blade is, Zombie Bomb. I think until it crosses a line when they mandate me to use their pronouns or when they assume I'm racist or privileged because I'm a straight white male. Until then, they can do what makes them happy. I don't care. Let's see. I want to say something so inappropriate that will live rent free in Geo's mind forever, but I must ask permission. No, you can't. Hold on 1 second. All right. Shit. Congratulations. You got 100 messages on Restream. Hold up. Fuck, did Aaron respond? No? God damn it. Let's see. I want to say... No, please do not say anything inappropriate in my chat. What are we going to do with these... God damn it, Big Bongo. Stop. Disavow the chat. Don't worry. See, I do that. No. Guys, I disavow. None of that. None of that in chat. Pisco's tried to do that shit, and I had to shut that down. All right, so back to Tenacious D. I fucking can't stand Tenacious D. The worst music imaginable. Unfunny. It's basically like the most obnoxious Redditors that are mods of the most popular subreddits formed a band. Tenacious D is what you'd get. So they got canceled last week, and the band seemingly split up. They ended their, I guess, world tour or whatever, and they apologized for what they said. So they made comments about President Trump getting shot. And, well, they appear to have reneged. Tenacious D's Kyle Glass deletes the Trump apology Instagram post. Glass initially apologized on Instagram, stating, "I don't condone violence of any kind in any form against anybody." Okay. Let's get rid of this. Kyle Gass, very fitting last name, of Tenacious D, has deleted his Instagram apology following intense backlash over controversial comment about former U.S. President Donald Trump during the band's Sydney concert. The incident, which occurred on July 14th, has had major repercussions for both Gass and the band. During the performance at Sydney's ICC Sydney Theater, Jack Black presented Gass with a birthday cake on stage. When asked to make a wish, Gass quipped, "Don't miss Trump next time." Interesting. Referencing a recent assassination attempt on the former president, the remark, which initially drew laughter from the audience, quickly sparked widespread criticism. In response to the uproar, Gass initially apologized on Instagram, saying, "I don't condone blah, blah, blah. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down and truly regret any pain I've caused. However, this apology has since been removed from his account." Why would he remove the apology? Yeah, see, this is why you can't trust leftists, you know? Like here's the deal. Because I've been going back and forth in my mind about how we should react to the modern left celebrating violence, promoting violence, etc. And I know, like, the initial people's initial instinct, at least on the right, especially the dissident right, is to kind of go along with the canceling of these people. On one hand, that is really, really funny, but on the other hand, I think it's just better to know who these people are. and to let them be open and honest about their real intent. Because a lot of these people do want us dead. The fallout from Gas's joke led to a domino effect that saw Gas drop by his agent, and the remainder of Tenacious D's tour was canceled. Jack Black, Gas's bandmate, issued a statement expressing regret and announcing the halt of all future Tenacious D activities. Black's post, which remains on his Instagram, reads, "I was blindsided about what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form." He continued, "After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I'm grateful to the fans for the support and understanding. Frontier Touring has canceled 6 shows in Australia and New Zealand, including stops in Newcastle, Brisbane, Melbourne, blah, 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 blah. The status of Tenacious D's 5 scheduled U.S. shows in October remains uncertain." Dude, please do not come back. Please, no more Tenacious D music. I don't care how much Stadia Dispatch likes this garbage. Even Australia's former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd has become embroiled in the drama, telling news.au this week, "It makes me feel sick. Someone would joke about violence, physically ill. People might think it's a bit funny, haha, at a concert, to run off at the mouth about this stuff. It's not," he said. It's about threats to physical life. It's about the near assassination of a former president of the United States, depending on the votes of the American people. It's about the murder of innocent civilians and 2 people being seriously injured or wounded. Rudd added, "These people need to grow up and find a decent job." United Australia Party Senator Ralph Babbitt also calling the Australian federal government to deport Tenacious D in the wake of Gas's comment. Yes, I am all in favor of deportations. Yes. So we already heard his statement. As of now, Gas's most recent Instagram post features a video of a flight over Sydney Harbor with a cheeky caption, "Birthday helicopter ride around Sydney Harbor hours before the storm." I don't know what that means. But yeah, fuck Tenacious D and their horrible music. Let me read some of these comments. Good, I never liked that guy anyway. Hold up. Wait. It just goes to highlight. Hold on. God damn. Man, you guys are going crazy with the J stuff. Stop it. Their movie was kind of funny, but what he said about Trump is unacceptable and deserved the repercussions. Yeah, what he said was unacceptable. I'm sure that like, the movie was okay. There was a video game that Jack Black was like the main lead in, and it was a pretty good game. It's about rock and roll too. It wasn't that bad. It was an Xbox game. I forget the name. Let's see. Big Bongo, I love the Jays. Want to sock off every J. Psych. God damn it, Big Bongo, stop it. It just highlights how many of the left is absolutely insane. Correct, they are. Jack Black is a friggin'... Oh, God, I can't go there. Is he really? Zombie Bomb Ass? Bongo says yes. Good, I never liked that guy anyways. Yeah, let's just Google, what is Jack Black's real name? You cannot trust anyone who is left or right. Join the other side. Yeah, that's why I don't do labels. Crosses the line when they incite violence like this. There's a clear difference between saying I don't want that pharmaceutical product and end this guy. Correct. One warrants cancellation, one does not. Agree. His mother was born while his father converted to. Black was raised attending school and having a bar mitzvah. Canceled over a joke. Wow. The left take your democracy away and free speech and want to take your guns, your choice. What's next? Please, some of you have heard the song. Tom McDonald. Bro, I've heard a lot of Tom McDonald music, and I don't really like it. I'm not a really big fan of Tom McDonald. We actually kind of made fun of him here on the show. Because that, what was that song that he did with Ben Shapiro? I don't know, man. It wasn't that good. My buddy Ryan Harkness, he did like a funny parody of it, and it was so based that Rumble ended up removing it, and we all spammed Rumble on Twitter to get them to reinstate the video, and they did. I would play it on the show. I'm sure Ryan wouldn't care, but I would probably get banned if I played it. I should probably link it again on my Twitter because I got all these new followers, and I'd like to see what people think. From his early life wiki, Gio, pull up Jack Black's early life. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's see. Jack Black early life wiki. Thomas Jacob Black is an American actor, comedian. Hold up. Oh, well, there he is. You guys are right. Man, you guys are gonna get me in trouble. God damn it. You guys are awful. Disavow. Dude, I don't know, man. My sense of humor is just too dark for this shit. I don't like it. Please put it in. Just Google like Jack Black early life wiki. It's literally right there. I just showed it on the show. Yeah, see. Early life and education. Worked on the Minuteman nuclear missile guidance system with the Apollo lunar module. Oh, dude, moon landing people? I don't know, dude. Something funny's going on here. Let's see. Something about the Hubble telescope, and was also a writer. He has 3 older half siblings. Mother, Neil Siegel, Howard Siegel, and Rachel Siegel. His mother was born while his father converted to. Oh man. All right. Well, you guys called it. The chat and stream are almost unhinged. I like it. I know, dude. This is crazy. Dude, you guys are out of control. I love it. All right. So Hawk Tuah girl in the news once again. I think the 15 minutes are finally up. Amari King posts. Oh, holy shit, that's painful.
All right, let's hear it for Warren Saunders and Janet Rose. Woo!
And literally nobody cares. Yeah, Hawk Tuah girl's real name is, I guess, Haley. That 15 is up. It's OnlyFans time. Degenerate, straight to prison. She says she isn't voting for Trump. That ended it. She doesn't know her. Oh, wait, did she really? Hold up. This is accurate. What? It's because her and her friends like, oh, Jesus, and it's personality trait. They pass around the same ones and beef about it every field party in Cornsville. Oh, shit. Oliver Anthony 2.0. When did she say that? Yeah, exactly. Hold up. Fuck, man. I'm gonna do the debate me, bro thing. Got a source? All right. Yeah. If that's true, I'm glad she's getting canned. Yeah, dude, Oliver Anthony 2.0, but like she's pleasant to look at. Geo, to the chat, how you know that the moon is a projection and that Buzz Aldrin is an actor. He was in Transformers. Look, we're not doing the moon landing stuff. I'm actually going to be debating somebody on Ozian Talks YouTube channel. The guy is an engineer, and he is apparently like a scientist of some sort. And I'm going to fucking destroy him. I'm going to own him the way that I owned Ozian Talks, the way that I owned Pisco Liddy. This guy's next. I think it's I forgot the YouTube channel. I'll link it later. Yeah, a very similar voice to Foxy Llama, the WoW streamer, by the way. I don't know who that is. You can link that to me in Discord. It'd be pretty funny. All right. Yeah, Hawk Tuah girl. I thought she was cool, man, because she was going after the grifter sphere. So I'm like, all right, this chick's cool. She's off limits. I'm a fan. But if it's true about what she's saying about Trump, then she's got to go. Again, like what I see here is another attempt to pacify the Goyim. So they're going to trot out this like somewhat hot chick and, you know, do the Hawk Tuah thing. And, you know, this is basically what they did. Like, look, 2020 election was rigged. The Goyim is upset. The Goyim is restless. Dude, the Goyim is starting to notice things, right? They notice things. And then the internationalists are like, ah, fuck, man. The Goyim are restless. We gotta pacify them. We gotta placate them in some way. So then they trot out Oliver Anthony. And that doesn't work. Because people see right through that shit. And then they trot out Hawk Tuah girl. And that doesn't really work. I mean, again, literally 15 minutes. Whoop, done. Let's see. AC, another person canceled. It feels like since the T incident, we have entered a new era timeline. Dude, we did enter a new timeline. We are in a new era. People really just need to appreciate the situation that we're in because we're not supposed to be experiencing this life. President Trump should not be here with us, but thank God that he is. And now it's our turn to kind of, you know, have his back and to vote for him en masse. Let's see. She was drunk in the street talking to a Magic American about blowjobs. I think she was just being silly, Zombie Bomb. I don't really put a lot of stock in it. I mean, she was being interviewed, but I was just watching my dog. She's probably just virtue signaling by not saying she voting for Trump. She probably has no idea about politics at all. Yeah, I get the sense that she doesn't really know anything about it, really. You know, she's like a young kid, you know, lives at home. I mean, I know she's like 19 or 18 or whatever. Like, no, never mind. She's like 21 years old, barely 21 years old. You know, whatever. She was hoping, yeah, he'd offer her $1,000 to take the camera in the back of it. Oh, yeah. Big Bongo N. She goes, I'm not simping. I'm just saying, look, I never supported or endorsed the Hawk Tuah shit. Honestly, I don't even think it's funny. But to me, it just seemed like these young girls are just being silly. And then, of course, she took shots at Jeremy from the quartering. So she's cool in my book. But if she's going to betray my boy Trump, then out. I don't like saying Trump shouldn't be here. It took, I look at more as this is proof he should. Someone looking out. You know what? That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not his time yet. He clearly has a much bigger purpose. And whatever sins he may have committed, whatever wrong he's done in his life, you know, this is probably the biggest wake-up call. I know a lot of people close to President Trump are saying, like, he's had this reawakening. He's had this epiphany. He's a changed man. And the life and death situation will do that to you. I had one many years ago when I had the whooping cough as an adult. Like, I nearly died, you know, and I was living in sin, for lack of better words. I wasn't living a good life. I was kind of a bad dude, a hostile dude. And I didn't want to live like that anymore. And I atoned for my sins, and I felt genuine sorrow and regret for the life that I've lived up until that point. And then after the storm went away, and once I recovered fully from the illness, I moved on very, very quickly, and I was a completely different person. And I hope that President Trump has that reawakening, if you will. He has this conversion, and it is legitimate. Yeah. I mean, you're probably right. You know, this is somebody looking out for him. Somebody saying, like, this is not your time yet. You have a lot more work to do. And so do we. We do not get silly with them that way. Only the ones that date them do that. I really want to write the SEC service and tell them I'm willing to volunteer to protect Trump as long as they give me an allowance and buy and keep my gear and training. The Secret Service? Yeah, dude, that's not really how that works, dude. Getting into the Secret Service is very, very difficult. And even then, once you get gainfully employed by the Secret Service, the detail that you're assigned to, I mean, you might not even get assigned a protection detail. They might just throw you in the office and have you going after people who are, you know, defrauding banks and stuff. You aren't really holier than thou, though. Yeah, we are all works in progress. No one's perfect, correct. The cough that changed the man. Geo book author. Fuck you, AC. Dude, it was so fucking horrific. Dan Bongino for head of Secret Service. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. I like Dan Bongino. The guy's a real one in my book. Yeah, dude, the whooping cough is no joke, man. I was vaccinated for it when I was a kid. And I still got that. Dude, I've never been in that much pain ever in my life. Dude, I was afraid, man. I was so close to fucking dying. Like, literally just the air choked out of me. Or snuffed out of me. Just gone. So, yeah. Good times. What else do we got in pop culture news? Oh, man. We got this Joanna Man situation. I'm trying to be nice here, man. But Brittany Griner just had a kid. And Brittany Griner got real snappy. Let's hear if you guys can catch it.
I think there's probably one other job that you're about to get into that is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. Mm-hmm. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together. About to be a pops. Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes. 7'8", 24. Yeah, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man.
I love that.
He is amazing. They say, you know, as soon as you see him, it just like everything that you thought mattered just goes out the window. Mm-hmm. And that's literally what happens. It's kind of sucks because I got to leave, you know, but at the same time, yeah, he'll understand. He'll understand.
Pops. Again, like, I'm not trying to be like rude or like dead name or misgender somebody, but I feel like the longer that we're not honest about this, I feel like my intelligence is being insulted. Dude, like, we've seen Brittany Griner without a shirt. We've heard this voice. And when this friendly interviewer is like, hey, you're gonna be a mom, Pops. Well, I can't even, my voice doesn't even go that deep. My voice changed dramatically after the illness, but yeah, I don't know, man. Again, like, how long are we gonna go along with this Juwanna Man situation? I don't know if you guys, this is a movie that came out when I was a kid called Juwanna Man, and it was about this male athlete, basketball player, who was kicked off the male league, whatever it was called in the movie. And they really wanted to be a star, an athlete, a superstar. So Juwanna Man was the name of the female imposter character that played sports with the girls in the girls basketball league. So when I see Brittany Griner, I'm just reminded of this movie, Juwanna Man. And I feel like we're literally witnessing a Juwanna Man situation. But because of the political climate, we're not allowed to ask questions. We're not allowed to be skeptical. And if you were to say certain things, it may even be considered a hate crime or even a violation of the terms of services on these platforms, which Cheese, by the way, kind of grilled me on, my former co-host, who may be my future co-host again. And he's like, dude, bro, like, you might have been out of line a little bit, because I was making jokes, right? Because I thought this was hilarious. And I don't know, man. Oh, no. His name is Brittany. Let's see. It must have taken lessons from Michelle Obama on how to voice change. True. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, man, I'm still waiting for fucking Aaron, bro. Well, we're going to get into Aaron's drama. I wanted him to be here for it. But before that, we got to get into this Kris Tyson situation. So Kris Tyson, I think their new name is Ava Kris Tyson or something to that effect. And they were employees of Mr. Beast. So they used to be on Mr. Beast's show, and they stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, Kris Tyson was a man who was married and even had a kid or two. And then they started wearing dresses and shit, and then they changed up and all this stuff, and it's really, really weird. But, again, it ain't doing nothing to me. So, anyways, Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast. This is from Drama Alert, Keemstar's Drama Alert, one of the most reputable news sources on the internet. So, Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast is being accused of talking to minors to videos over the last 30 days outline an alleged sexually inappropriate relationship with the minor that started with the minor at age 13, with plans to meet up with the same minor at age 16. Kris Tyson, who now goes by Ava, has yet to respond to these allegations. Well, shit, let's watch
this. This ain't true. And this screenshot is Kris Tyson talking one-on-one with him. And at this point, he would have been 16. And here we go. Here is the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face. And as you can see right there, there's Carl right there. There's Kris Tyson right there. Kris Tyson was talking to this guy since he was 13. Kris Tyson was in college. And of course, the moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods, which, by the way, very secluded area. Let me talk about that. Anytime that someone is taking a camper van somewhere, bringing it out in the desert or the middle of the woods, it's very unnecessary, because there's RV parks, there's the Walmart parking lot, there's plenty of areas you can go instead of going to a place that's very unfamiliar to you to camp out there, especially in a secluded area. So the real question is, if he was talking to Kris Tyson, who is interested in both men and women, since he was 13 years old and Kris Tyson was in college, why did he take a camper van out to see him and take it out in the middle of the woods in this secluded area? And then he met up with him like 2 days later, like the picture was posted.
Yikes. It's It's gonna be a yikes for me. I'm kind of speechless, man. Like, there's a follow-up. Nick Merckx speaks on Kris Tyson's allegations of talking with a minor. Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast has been messaging a male minor starting when the minor was around 13 years and Tyson was 20. The two constantly joked inappropriately with each other about hentai addiction, sending suggestive pictures, etc. They confirmed met up together when the minor was 16. Disgusting. Let me see. Do I have anything else here? No. But there's more. Here's another one from Drama Alert. All right. So overnight, more allegations on Kris Tyson have been posted to social media. Alleged 2019 Snapchat messages between Kris Tyson and a 14-year-old at the time were posted to X, but were taken down. However, later were republished by other users. Former Mr. Beast team member Jake the Viking quote tweeted a repost implying they are real by saying there's more. One repost has since gained 2 million views. Do you believe the messages are real? Let's watch this video here. Oh, no. Oh, keep it a secret. Right there. Keep it a secret. That's what these groomers do. This is going to be between us. This is how groomers gain trust of like little kids. They share very naughty information with them. They share pictures and they're like, "Oh, just keep it between us. It's just a secret." Dude, this guy was married and he had a kid. But he's out fucking around on the internet talking with little kids. Right there, keep it a secret. Kris writes, Ben stepped up. Thanks, Dad. I'll email you my PC. So he's offering gifts. Disgusting. Unbelievable. I can't believe I'm witnessing this. Kissy face emojis to this minor. Unbelievable. Let's see. I think if Jake the Viking knew that Mr. Beast knew about Kris Tyson, that also means that he knew about Kris Tyson. Jake the Viking should be criticized more for not speaking out sooner. Kris Tyson is a PDF file. Mr. Beast and YouTube are trying to cover up this criminal. Look, I'm not asserting any criminality. I'm not even going to suggest that this person's a PDF file. I'm not trying to get sued here. I'm not trying to get banned here or say anything that's, out of line. But I will say this, though. Hold on, let me read some. Mr. Beast and the influencers are trying to cover up this scandal. Because we talked about, like a couple weeks ago, the Dr. Disrespect stuff. And I had nothing positive or kind to say about Dr. Disrespect. I think Dr. Disrespect is wrong and he should be canceled. And Kris Tyson should also be canceled for similar reasons. Like, again, I know there's more messages, and this is probably going to get worse. Because when there's blood in the water, all the sharks come to feast. And this drama is just taking off right now. But here's what we do know. Here's what does appear to be 100% certain. Kris Tyson is messaging little kids. And per their own admission, they are having inappropriate conversations with little kids. Dude, you work for the largest content creator, one of the biggest superstars, period, in the world. Why the fuck are you talking with little kids, dude? Like, you got a wife and a kid. Like, why are you talking to children? Like, why? There's zero reason for a grown-ass man to be talking with little fucking kids. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. I have no reason to talk to little children, and I don't. Unless it's like in a comment section, because some kid Elgato camera doesn't work, and for whatever reason, I'm like the go-to guy to fix it, because Elgato hasn't rectified the issues with their webcam. Or somebody messages me on Discord asking about audio routing and stuff, or they want help configuring their emulator because their USB controller is all wonky or whatever. Other than that, dude, like I don't one, I don't have the fucking time. Two, I do not want to. Kris Tyson obviously is willingly, enthusiastically engaging these conversations with his little kids. Dude, your entire show caters to tiny children. This shit needs to stop. And this needs to be 100% disavowed by every single content creator. Because a lot of the people that were very gung-ho about going after Dr. Disrespect, rightfully so, now they're all quiet as a mouse because Kris Tyson is a transformer, because they have the right politics, because they're associated with one of the biggest superstars in the world. Unacceptable. Let's see. He already said he was a troon, so I don't know why anyone would act surprised over this. This is what the troons do. God damn, I should not have said troons. But yeah, this is let's see if we can find Kris Tyson's Twitter, because they did respond. Kris Tyson. An anonymous user has come out overnight posting screenshots of him and Mr. Beast member Kris Tyson texting. Kris sent many sexual messages when he was 18 and the anonymous user was 14. Fort or Minecraft. I love you. I meant I love playing Minecraft with you. Me too, laughing emoji. I'd like to stay anonymous, but Kris Tyson was texting me back in 2020 when I was 14. I'm 18 now. I commented on one of his tweets. He saw it and messaged me. When I was young, I couldn't see how he was grooming and manipulating me, but looking back at it, I can see. Dude, you had it all, bro. You had every dude's dream job. One of the funnest jobs ever. And a pretty wife, an adorable baby. And this is what he became. No wife. I don't know what's going on with the kid. I'm not going to comment on that because I don't know. But on his spare time, texting little kids. But I'm the fucking bad guy because I called Lizzo fat. I'm the fucking bad guy because I defended Kyle Rittenhouse. This dude is literally fucking messaging little kids. And he's got access to all of them because of his proximity with Mr. Beast. Yeah, Pokemon. Where's this energy? Like, I liked you when you were roasting Sneeko and Dr. Diddler. But where's this energy for Kris or Ava or whatever their name is? What is it? Ava, Kris Tyson. Where's this person's YouTube channel? I think this is it. Yep. My opinions are my own. Purple heart and a Palestinian flag. Predictable. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best that I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. I want to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations, Lava GS, has vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone that I hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I used to act online. Oh, it's just an act, right? I mean, you were just acting when you messaged all those little kids, right? Just an act. To lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was. But I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who worked at Mr. Beast, which is why I have stepped away. You didn't apologize to me a month ago in private when I brought up your behavior supporting the cartoon CP artist that drew my 8-year-old daughter in a sexual way. What changed? Keemstar writes, Jake Shields, you abandon your family to dress as a woman and fuck children. Well, disavow. We don't know that yet. You definitely need to work on your mental health. Jeremy from the Quartering is chiming in. This family, question mark? And the fuck, bro. Stop posting pictures of this fucking kid. Oh, Manic the Mechanic. You know how bad things really are. D-Day Cobra, another culture warrior, chimes in. Everyone apologize to Sunny V2. Why Kris will soon be a nightmare for Mr. Beast. Based. Ooh, what is this?
I went to a Diddy party and Diddy himself taught me how to do some freaky things. I remember this guy named Fresh told me.
Oh, this is fake. This is fake. Disavow. Let me see if he responded to Keemstar. Here, I'm gonna like this. Aren't you a bald retard? Well, that's productive. Yeah, well, that bald retard is rich and has a hot wife, so good for him. What changed? Got caught. Yeah, I'm not buying this. And again, there's multiple people coming forward and basically posting proof that this guy's interacting with kids. Again, was a crime committed? Probably not. Was he grooming kids? Possibly. Was it inappropriate and disgusting? Yes. Is there any reason for Ava Kris Tyson, who has access to all the children, is there any reason for this person to be communicating with kids? No. Not unless they're on set and on camera. Because the Mr. Beast stuff is like a family show, right? It's a family thing. Yeah, dude, this behavior needs to be shunned. None of this is okay. None of this is okay. And I'm fucking sick and tired that these fucking content creators, they get propped up by Google, they get propped up by Microsoft, they get all the sponsors, but shows like this get censored. We get cock blocked for ad revenue, etc. But you know, you can openly communicate with little children when you're a fucking grown ass man. Dude, there's no fucking reason for it, man. Zero reason for it whatsoever. This is disgusting. I didn't like this, dude. He just stuck out like a sore thumb, you know. Like every now and then, I'd be like recommended like a Mr. Beast video, and I'd be like, "Oh wow, this is pretty entertaining, man. This is pretty crazy. Ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Who's gonna win?" And then like Kris Tyson's like on camera, and just so fucking distracting. It's so weird. Get him out of there, man. Get him the fuck out of there. What are you doing, Mr. Beast? Like I get that he's your homie, and like that's almost like an endearing trait of Mr. Beast because he defended him when everybody was like, "Shame on him, shame on him." He didn't cave, which is almost respectable. But, you know, you got an ex-member of Mr. Beast's crew saying, like, yeah, we knew that this was happening. Then what else is happening? I don't even know, man. You know, parents, you know, future parents, dude, you gotta teach the kids, man. You gotta be careful. You can't be you can't just be fucking messaging random people on the internet, even if they're so-called celebrities, because they might be disgusting freaks like this. Shame. Absolutely shameful. Yo, Shinobi1, what's up, buddy? Yo, +1 shield. When this kind of stuff is in the open, imagine what's hiding in their closets. The elites definitely have reptile dysfunction. Yeah, probably. May the warband protect the brother. Yes, yeah, certainly. Yeah. Warband assemble. Protect me from the censors, because I'm going after one of their people, mocking this fucking creep who I guess feels the need to talk. Dude, I'm joking with a kid. Like, again, if we apply my unit of measurement that I made up, if I'm not allowed to say it at a fucking club, if I'm not allowed to say it at a bar, you shouldn't be able to say it to a fucking kid on the internet, because you don't know that kid. It's not your fucking kid, man. You're an adult. You're rich. You have all this so-called power, right? You got all this responsibility. You got all this clout. Why don't you use it for good? Stop fucking talking to the kid. And this is why they hate us for saying, get the fuck away from the kids. Leave the kids alone. All these leftists, all these people who prop up let's go back to the thing. This little Palestinian flag. We tell them to leave the kids alone, and they just start chimping out. Disgraceful. Little dog picture. Cute, I guess, but the owner sucks. Oh, what are these messages? Oh, Aaron, come on, buddy. Get on the show, bro. DM me. He probably wants to get paid. I'm not going to fucking pay him. Let's see. I was listening from afar. Warband assemble where? Not yet, but soon. I'm sure Undead Chronic's going to fucking roast this guy. It's probably going to be a lot more brutal than me. Careful, brother. When will gift you... when they gift you a free house or invite you onto the show. Brother AC, yeah. All right, well, we got to move on. Oh, I saw this. This is probably something Ozzy and Tox will believe in. 3-fingered alien mummies found in Peru have fingerprints that do not appear to be human. Oh, God. They're still trying to put their finger on this mystery. Why don't you summon me? I'll be able to fucking unravel that mystery real quick. Humanoid 3-fingered alien mummies discovered in Peru last year have straight fingerprints that do not match those of humans, according to an attorney who reviewed one of the controversial specimens. Joshua McDowell, a former Colorado prosecutor and current defense attorney, examined one of the tiny, strange bodies named Maria with 3 independent forensic medical examiners from the United States. He and the experts were shocked to discover that the fingerprints on the ET-like corpses were in perfectly straight lines. These are not traditional human fingerprint patterns. Attorney Joshua McDowell told the Daily Mail, "We do not see any loops or whorls on the prints of the fingers or on the toes," he said. Interesting. All right, so these are the little mummified aliens that have been discovered. So examining this a lot closely, this was buried. The puzzling mummies do not have patterns on their fingerprints consistent with humans. All right, so somehow they got a 3D scan or an X-ray scan of the fingers. More than half a dozen of the so-called alien mummies were revealed by controversial Mexican journalist and UFO enthusiast Jose Chemi Musan. Dude, that's a weird-ass name. Who presented his findings to Mexico's Congress. Oh, yeah, so I heard about this guy, but we haven't actually got to see the aliens themselves. So apparently these were unearthed. All right, so as an expert on the matter here, so this was unearthed. This is mummified. This does not appear... How do I put this? Based on the image here, this does not look like it was buried for an extended period of time. This looks like it was carefully crafted. Let me see if we can go ahead and zoom in. Nope, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call bullshit again. Dude, send me down there. I'll be able to ascertain whether or not this is an extraterrestrial being from another world, but I sincerely doubt it. Let's see. More than half a dozen so-called alien mummies were revealed. The controversial blah, blah, blah. Medal traveled with Masan to Peru last April to study the bodies. While the lack of human fingerprints is puzzling, he said it would be extremely premature to make any statements about the mummy's origins. One possible explanation for the unusually straight fingerprints could possibly have something to do with the way her skin was preserved. He said noting that it's very odd. Maria's body is covered in diatomaceous earth. How do I pronounce this? Hold up. God damn it. All right, well, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Sorry, guys. Diatomaceous earth, a type of white powder made from the sediment of fossilized algae found in bodies of water. The mummies were found in the Nazca region of Peru. So they're very, very tiny. They're about the same height as Destiny, Stephen Bonnell, the far leftist communist YouTuber. However, on the fingers that were exposed, the epidermal ridges I saw appeared to be in mostly straight lines, blah, blah, blah. Well, no official determination has been made regarding the nature of the humanoid bodies. McDowell said he still spends hours on the case. Ah, yeah. I'm sure. McDowell, a former deputy attorney, blah, blah. He also brought his father, Dr. John McDowell, a forensic odontologist and retired professor at the University of Colorado, who assisted in identifying the human remains after 9/11, attacks on the World Trade Center, blah, blah. Okay, so it seems like a lot of people got a good look at these. Yeah, guys, I'm calling bullshit. This looks incredibly fake to me. This is not This does not look like something that has been buried for a significant amount of time. I don't give a fuck what sediment that it was in. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. Let's see, the 4-foot tall alien, so Destiny size, dubbed the Nazca mummies, after the region of Peru where they were discovered, made international headlines for their elongated heads and 3-fingered hands. I don't know. Let's see, chat. What do you guys think? Fake, like the moon landing, or not? Let's see. If G goes to Peru, he will claim that he found evidence that the world is flat. I know, right? Along with some foreign baby names. If the mummy hands touch you, your sexuality becomes like their fingerprints. I don't even know what that means, Friedrich Marx. Thoughts on Biden already being dead. Some interesting looking body double. I know what you mean. Biden with apparent mask on. Also, it sounded like a recording when he was publicly endorsing the other day. Have a good night and stream, Gio. Thank you, Kai and Chaz. Love you, buddy. Destiny size. I know, right? You like that one? Dude, again, I don't really like to indulge in the conspiracy theory stuff, but we are really living through the times, and nothing is normal. Nothing about our political situation is normal. And yeah, it's very, very possible that Joe Biden is deceased, that he is no longer with us. And even if that were the case, if that were to be discovered like right now or tomorrow morning, I don't know what's going to happen, dude. I mean, we might see crazy political instability. We might see unrest in the streets, the way that, because like they're obviously keeping a lot of shit from us. They've been keeping Joe Biden's medical condition from us since even before 2020. The guy didn't even campaign. Again, I'm supposed to believe this guy won with 81 million votes. The fucker didn't even campaign. I'm supposed to believe that he won the election without winning Ohio, Iowa, and Florida. And by the way, the swing states or the Rust Belt, they vote together. So Trump was able to get Ohio somehow. There was no issues there. But all the other states, miraculously at 4 a.m., there were just hundreds of thousands of ballots, all in favor of Joe Biden and only him. Very, very odd. And then, of course, there's the bellwether counties throughout the country. President Trump won every single one of them, except for one. And I'm supposed to believe that he won. The guy was clearly sick. The guy was not doing well. Was he a lot better back then than he is now? Sure. But we all saw the debate just a few weeks ago, and the dude is not well. They've been hiding it from us. So is he gone? No longer among us? Probably. I don't want to put a lot of thought or stock into it because, again, we need to be operating under the assumption that he is already replaced, that the whole world has already moved on, even though we have these lingering questions, and we need to get ready for November, and we need to fucking stump for Orange Man and get him over the finish line and get our friends also in the race, get them over the finish line as well. Let's get Kerry Lake over the finish line, Sam Brown over here in Nevada. We got to get, Larry Hogan. I don't like Larry Hogan, but he's got a chance. He's got a small chance. He's one of those like never Trumper guys or Trump skeptical dudes, but dude, more Republicans in the Senate is better than less, right? Man, I don't even know what happens. If I were to wake up tomorrow and it is discovered or it is widely reported that Biden is no longer with us, I don't know what the world looks like after that. I really, really don't. And it would be like I'm trying to think, like, how would the DNC respond to that? Are they going to just gloss over it and not care and just completely discard him? Or are they going to have to answer for his bad health and the concealing of very, very relevant information regarding his fitness for this office? Either way you slice it, dude, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Gio should dye himself orange. I'm getting there. Calling Destiny a communist invalidates all political takes and views of Gio. Using tables incorrectly while claiming you don't label is always funny. Bro, come on, man. Dude, communist, Bolshevik, far leftist, pinko, it's all the same shit to me. His soul is trapped in a Hitler painting now. Skibbity Biden. Rip Skibbity Biden. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Peru. I'm gonna conduct my own investigation. I'm gonna handpick my own greenskins, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We are likely to discover that the earth is flat. We are likely to discover that these things are fake and likely planted there in some scheme to defraud the Latin American people. So shame on this Colorado attorney. All I see here is Democrat shenanigans. All right, so what do we got here? We got to get into the dating stuff. Shit, hold up. Man.
After supper tonight, my...
Let me go ahead and, where's my F5 button? All right, my girlfriend was sent a photo.
friend was sent a photo. Hello all. This just happened about an hour ago, so I'm trying to see if my thinking is in the right place. After supper tonight, my girlfriend of 4.5 years was having a nap on the couch, so I went to squeeze in a little Xbox before bed. Got off about 45 minutes later and she was awake on the couch. I came over to sit down beside her and saw a sent photo, a selfie of her curled up on the couch, in a conversation. Looked to be Insta, and I said offhand, that's a good angle, can I see it? She locked the screen and said I was just trying to take one, and I said, well, I saw you take one and send it, let's see it. Now I'm at about a 2 on the controlling scale. I have never asked to see her phone, never have any problems with any of her socializing, etc. She never has an issue letting me use her phone/look or anything. She said no, you can't see it. I said, what do you mean? I just want to see the pic, and she got up to go to the bathroom and start doing laundry. I walked up to her and said, you realize this is a massive red flag, and she said, I don't know what you want me to say. Why would you think I would cheat on you? I replied, I never said anything about cheating. I just want to see the picture, and the way you're behaving right now is extremely concerning. You've never had an issue with me doing any single thing on or with your phone or your laptop, and now you won't even open up your phone at all. She said, can you please just leave me alone so I can go shower? I replied, so you won't let me see what the picture was? And she said no. Now this is all well within her rights, but she has never acted like this whatsoever. There's never been any significant issues, few small things here and there of course, between us. She does have quite a few male friends, but it's nothing I get jealous over. Once she was done in the shower, she went straight to bed, and I went in and said, this is a very serious thing for me. If you want to deal with this right now we can, but otherwise this will destroy our relationship for me, and there's a very good chance we will not be together by the time next month's rent is due. And she just said, I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't do anything wrong, so I took my pillow and I am on the couch now. I've had issues in the past with exes cheating on me, and she knows this. That's why it's been great that I've not had a reason to worry until this. Just a completely different person during that discussion, and I have a very bad feeling in my gut and not sure what to do. My girl...
All right. So first, all right, hold on, let me read some of these comments really quick. Did you go on a date this week, Annie? No. I was talking with this girl. I was supposed to go over to her house like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and I did it. I kept wasting her time, and she fucking bitched at me, but we were talking just the other day. But no, I didn't go on a date. I'm not going to go on a date with her. I'm going to go over to her house, though. I'm going to spend the night. How many attempts have been made on Trump that we don't know about? Shinobi 1, that's a good question. That would require a FOIA request. President Trump, according to leading reports on Twitter's, he stated that he is going to, I guess, unseal all the documents surrounding the assassination attempt. I would hope he releases more about the kind of threats that he receives, about some of the other nefarious activity that's happening behind the scenes that nobody's aware of, that doesn't get reported. So I don't know. Let's see. This is why I always wait until my GF's girlfriends are asleep before I go through their phones. AC, that is very smart. So, okay, so let's talk about the situation here. All right, hold up. All right. So the male here, he's doing the right things, right? He's skeptical when he needs to. He's pushing, and he's being upfront. It's like, look, this isn't going to work if you're not going to be open and honest with me. You know, all these people are like, oh, you're insecure, you're this, you're that. Okay, first off, people expect couples to share bank account information, share a home, they share everything. Everything is shareable, except for the phone. The phone is off. People who always say that shit, cheating. So what we witnessed, so what the man here witnessed was a change in behavior. So human behavior has patterns. So when the pattern breaks, that means there's something going on there. So the boy and the girl, they're in a relationship, everything's hunky-dory, they share everything, including access to their phones. But now all of a sudden, she's like, no, you're not allowed. I don't want you to see what I'm doing. I'm not going to answer your questions. Never mind we live together. Never mind we share a bed, we share bank accounts, we share food, we share everything. But you're not allowed to see what I'm doing from now on. So she broke pattern. And this is concerning, and as it should be. And her reply is the dead giveaway. When he's like, look, if you can't trust me, if you're not able to convince me that I'm being irrational, if you're not able to pacify these intrusive thoughts that you're cheating on me, next month this isn't going to work. And her response is, well, I don't know what you want me to do. That means she's cheating. That means she's checked out. That means in her mind, she's already in a relationship with another man. She's already imagining herself underneath another man, in a bed with another man, having a life with another man. She moved on without this guy realizing it. And the only way he discovered it is by witnessing her behavior change, witnessing her break pattern. So this is very unfortunate, but he knows what's up. He's like, look, I never had any reason to doubt. I never had any reason to think anything was wrong. But now I know that something's wrong. And his mind knows because his mind has gone through it. So while he doesn't he's not fully aware, instinctually he is. That's why he's got that gut feeling. That gut feeling doesn't lie. That gut feeling you should always trust. This gut feeling suggests that she's cheating. She probably is. Sever. Move on. I read that. Okay. What else do we got here? Ooh, goodness. Woman goes on solo trip to India. All right, so first red flag. Women traveling alone. You know what that means, you guys. Major red flag. You can see that. You can see that thing from outer space. That's how big that red flag is. Hold on 1 second. Before I read this, let me read this comment. AC writes, the main and only way to find out if she is cheating is if she is in her phone while you are gaming. If she loved you, she would be gaming or learn to play the same game to be with you. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's perfectly fine for a man and a woman, in a relationship to have differing, interests, right? So I'm a huge, or at least I was a huge gamer, and my girlfriend just did not have an appetite for it. She didn't care for it at all. Most women I know, they really don't care for their man playing video games. So that's not really a red flag. I mean, if I were to find a gamer girl, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen, guys. And I had this ex-girlfriend, she was a Disney adult. She liked all that Disney shit. It was low-key cringe. And she also liked really horrible movies, and she always wanted to take me to go see them. And now that I look back, if I wanted that relationship to last, I probably should have gone with her. I should have taken her and just sucked it up and be a man, but I didn't. Because I always dragged her to my shitty movies. So, yeah. Zombie Bomb, I think that's retarded. What do you think is retarded? What do you think is retarded? Zombie Bomb, elaborate. Because me and you, we disagree. We disagree on a lot of stuff. All right, so while you type that up, I'm going to read this. Woman traveling story. We're going to laugh. Okay. Let's see. I was trapped in my hotel room for 6 days due to creepy men. Can I get a refund from the travel agency? The answer to that is no. I'm getting a lot of notifications about comments, but no comments are appearing. I was able to see the first sentence of some comments, so I wanted to clarify. I asked the travel agents if I could holiday somewhere that would be safe for a young woman to travel alone. They told me that this was a perfectly safe place. I confirmed this with them several times during booking. Is it definitely safe for a woman to travel alone, etc.? So, yeah, here's the story as told by the traveling woman. They kept confirming time and time again that this would be a safe place for me to visit. I also complained to the hotel, but the hotel staff was literally just one Indian man sitting at the reception who leered at me while I walked past and didn't really speak English or do anything to stop the men coming to the door of my room. I recently broke up with my boyfriend and decided to go on holiday. The travel agent recommended a location on India's east coast with a nice beach. So the way that she's going to get over her man is to get underneath another one. Again, dude, I don't remember this. Because I read this before. I don't remember the boyfriend shit. Well, there you have it, guys. Again, red flags, guys. Red flags. Women travelers, red flag. When I arrived, I found myself a living nightmare. The first morning I went out to lie on the beach, and I was accosted by at least 30 men ranging in age from 18 to 60. They surrounded me on the beach, took photographs of me, filmed me, etc. I ran back to my hotel room and was followed there by 4 of them. I locked the door, and they knocked on it for several hours before leaving. Okay, so, That's like an episode of like The Boys. Like that's like half the season of The Boys. They're sitting there knocking, trying to get the attention of this white chick. Dude, the thirstiest men on the planet are from this country. I don't want to get into details, but things got worse from there. How worse can it get? I spent the vast majority of the time trapped in a hotel room. Anytime I stepped outside for food, water, I would immediately be swarmed by men. No, they're not just men. They're a very specific group of men. I don't want to be lumped in with these men. Use specifics, sweetheart. Warn your fellow female. There also was an occasion where something must have been slipped into my beer because I began feeling dizzy. I made it back to my hotel room and managed to secure and lock the door before blacking out. Thankfully, the door was still locked when I woke up with a thumping headache. The holiday was scheduled to last 2 weeks. I booked an emergency flight home on the 7th day for my safety. The travel agency are not responding to my emails and are hanging up on my phone calls. Have I any grounds for a refund? I did not feel safe at all. All right, so first off, what are you going to do? You're going to call up your bank, and you're going to dispute all of the charges. Hopefully you made these transactions with a credit card, because if you have a credit card, it's a lot easier to dispute the charges and prevent the travel agency from getting more of your money, right? Your credit. And you're going to let the bank know. It's like, look, this happened to me. I was drugged. I had to leave early. All this crazy shit happened, and they lied to me. They claimed that they were going to provide a safe service, and they didn't. They did not fulfill their obligations to me. And the bank's going to side with you. They're going to take back that money. It's going to go back to your credit account, and the travel agency might, then they'll get the travel agency's attention. So that's what I would do then. But what you should have done is not traveled, for one. Again, you got issues with your ex. You're heartbroken. There are more productive and better ways that are not giant red flags to get over this. All right, so Zombie Bomb says something that says that's retarded. I want to know what that is. AC, my exes would always try to learn the games I play to play with me, but I guess I was just that good in bed. Winky face. I don't know what to tell you, man. Again, I don't really meet gamer chicks. Shinobi Wan, epic advice, brother. Let's see. Expecting a chick to sit and play a game with you. Better be a 5-minute game, then you can come do laundry with me. Oh, okay. So you were responding to AC. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. The whole gamer thing just doesn't really jive with me, man. It's never really been something that I would try. I don't know. Maybe some other time I can give it a go. Let's read some of these comments. I wonder how offensive they're going to be. Embedded ad I'm getting with this post. Embrace the thrill of solo travel. Discover the world at your own pace. Create unforgettable memories and find yourself along the way. Sign up for the free weekly newsletter. Ugh. Create unforgivable memories. Wait, is that what it said, or unforgettable? Oh, unforgettable, not unforgivable. Oh, okay. She was cheated. Also, who goes to the East Coast in India for travel? Go to West Coast, the southern part, and the northern most part of Himachal. Blah blah blah. I don't even know how to pronounce that. You may go to blah 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 blah. The Western Ghats. I don't give a fuck about all that shit, dude. I would never go to India. Oh yeah, dude. Here's an example of probably what she experienced. Dude, look how thirsty these dudes are, bro. Oh my god, dude, they're so fucking gross and thirsty. Ugh. Ooh, yucky. Ugh. Dude, look at this, dude. Dude, this is probably why like all these like modern Western women like to go to India. Dude, they'll never get this kind of attention out here. They're just way overvalued in India for sure. Like, dude, all these dudes are breaking like one of the cardinal rules. Like, never ever put the pussy on the pedestal. But like, this is just, I don't know. I guess this is their culture or something. I don't know. This is the best holiday anyone has ever had in India. Canada in less than 20 years. Dude, Canada in less than 2 years, bro. What are you talking about? Like I had a friend who was like telling me, cause she worked at this university, up in the north, and they're like, oh yeah, dude, they would like literally stand on the toilet and shit, and then there would be shit everywhere, and it would just make a mess, and this is like a daily thing, really unfortunate. Just if I give a shit about someone, I'm gonna be busy making sure that they have time for games. Okay. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Can't become top 100 in the world for housework. Fair enough, Shinobi. That's what he was getting at, Zomabum. All right. Well, I think we got one more story, guys. Oh shit! This is a hoax hate crime. Where's my hoax music? Yeah. All right. California teachers were right to severely punish girl 7 years old for writing these words on her Black Lives Matter drawing she gave to friend. Judge rules. Black Lives Matter, any life. A California judge has ruled that teachers were right to punish a 7-year-old girl over a Black Lives Matter drawing because she's too young to have First Amendment rights. The first grader was banned from recess and drawing pictures at Viejo Elementary in Orange County after she added the words "any life" below Black Lives Matter on a picture she drew and gave to a Magic American friend. The picture showed the words Black Lives Matter with 4 round shapes in various different tones of brown, beige, and yellow, which was intended to represent her friends who were racially mixed. The girl's family filed a lawsuit last year against the Capistrano Unified School District. Oh, dude, the Unified School District once again, dude. We've done videos on them. I've done live streams about that, of that specific school district. Dude, they're like Clark County of California. Just bad. Claiming that First Amendment rights were violated during the 2021 incident. Yeah, I agree. Both U.S. Central District Court Judge David Carter ruled that the students have the right to be free from speech that denigrates their race while at school. Carter added that the drawing was not protected by the First Amendment because of the age of the girl named BB in the suit, as reported by the San Francisco Chronicle. Dude, that's fucking crazy, man. How fucking unhinged is that shit? Dude, if anything, in my estimation, minors should be afforded more rights because they should be afforded more protections. Their speech literally matters more than mine, to a degree, because they're minors, right? And they have, guardians, they got parents, etc. And when they're in custody of the state, when they're in the public school, man, dude, I don't agree with this at all. This sounds really, really bad. But again, this is California, so it doesn't surprise me in the least bit. So a California judge has ruled that the teachers were right to punish the 7-year-old girl. Yeah, where's the punishment at? An elementary school is not a marketplace of ideas. I disagree. Education, the school, should be a place for a child to learn how to think, not what to think. There should be a place for socializing. Sometimes that is saying things that are unpopular. They are children. They should be afforded every bit of protection that I am afforded. Their age should not matter. Thus, the downsides of regulating speech is not as significant as it is in high schools. So these schools are like free speech zones, where students are approaching voting age and controversial speech could spark conducive conversations. Moreover, Judge Carter wrote, a parent might second guess the principal's conclusion, but his decision to discipline BB belongs to him, not the federal courts. I'm sorry, but this fucking principal is not the parents. They're not the Constitution. There needs to be protections for the kids. We've already had a Supreme Court case where they try to fuck with some cutie little cheerleader and deprive her of her constitutional rights, and she won. Carter added that undoubtedly BB's intentions were innocent. BB testified that she gifted the drawing to MC to make her feel comfortable after her class learned about Martin Luther King Jr. BB was punished by her school after her friend, known as MC in the suit, took the picture home where a parent saw it and found it offensive. Well, fuck that parent. Emailing the school and demanding they take action. This prompted Principal Jesus Bajara to tell BB the drawing was inappropriate and racist. He then punished BB by making her publicly apologize on the playground to her classmates and teachers. BB was also banned from recess and from drawing pictures for 2 fucking weeks. Yeah, dude, what commie fucking Bolshevik horseshit fucking struggle session bullshit is this? Bro, dude, yeah, get out of the public schools. Dude, the public schools are failures. They're grave failures. It's almost as bad as that assassination attempt against Trump. Like the Secret Service screwed the pooch. Well, public education has screwed the pooch when we're at this point in time where these little kids are being forced into this struggle session, this Soviet-style struggle session, this communist-like struggle session, forcing them to bend the knee at a young age. You will bend the knee to St. George Floyd. Jesus Becerra says. Disgusting. Can't stand for you guys. It's fucking insane. Let's see. Sometimes I tune him out because of his mush mouth. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up, zombie bomb. Fucking bitch. No, I'm kidding. He's usually right, but I always try to argue anyways. Oh. Wait a minute. That means you're just being a pain in the ass for no reason. Less downsides to freedom than censorship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, my kids aren't going to go to public school. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that I can put a kid... Dude, because if this happened to my kid, I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me that they dragged you outside in front of everybody, teachers and children, and they forced you to bend the fucking knee? Nah, dude. Like, and again, if they have to go to public school, you gotta train them to be like, no. Like again, like I like to talk about this every now and then, but like I didn't have bullies growing up. However, I had issues with the school administrators. Like if I did have a bully, it would be them, and I stood up to those fucking pigs, and I never caved in. I never fucking bent the knee, and as a result, I went to opportunity school, and I've been suspended at least over 5 times. Because of my, speech. But I stood up for myself, which is what matters the most. And again, so we got a situation here. We got a lot going on here. So the parents did not teach this child how to conduct themselves in the event of a very serious bully situation. So they got bullied, and then the school is bullying this kid. They're doing the struggle session thing. They're doing the Bolshevik thing. And... oh man, and then the courts get involved. I mean, the lawsuit was a good idea. I would appeal it. I don't know. I'd get Trump's people, Steve Miller, to take this up and to appeal it and fight on behalf of this family because this can't stand. That'd be my final verdict. No Diddy. No, there's a reason. What's the reason, Zombie Mom? Why are you always pushing back against me? Disavow. Hold up. There was one more story. It was a pop culture related thing that I completely forgot. The hell is it? The fuck did I put it? Dude, I'm about to chimp out because I know I need it. Why? Why do I need it? Explain yourself. All right, this is the trust circle, Zombie Bomb. I want you to be open and honest. Oh, hold on. I'm looking up the story because this is so fucking funny. I'm anxiously awaiting you to type this out as I post this story. I'm about to get it on my computer. 1 second. Wow, I'm really upset. I thought I had this thing up, but yeah. We got one last story. It's pop culture related, of course. All right, that's enough of that. So we got Deadpool 3 coming out. The only reason why I've been following Deadpool, because I wanted to know this isn't the trust circle. Look, if it's not the trust circle, it's your fault because of people in your fucking orbit. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. One of my so-called enemies. You brought him around. So, I've always been trustworthy. I've always been, upfront and stuff. But, all right. So, fuck, dude. It's from Variety. Grown men were sobbing during Deadpool and Wolverine camera tests because Hugh Jackman showed up in Wolverine's yellow suit. Now I'm imagining myself at the movie theater with like my best friend Cheese. And if he started fucking crying right next to me while I'm trying to enjoy my popcorn, while I'm indulging in my consumed sins, I probably would never ever talk to him ever again because it is so embarrassing. And one of my old colleagues that I used to work with, he confessed to me when he went to go see like the Avengers 5 or whatever, the one with Thanos. He fucking told me that he cried when Tony Stark died. Dude, the most bigoted shit in my mind. I thought it all, but I can't repeat it on the show. But I'm like, man, what a fucking pussy, bro. Dude, like, no wonder, like, dudes hit on your girlfriend while you're standing right there. You might as well be invisible to us. Yeah, so this is everything that's wrong with society, or soy-society, as some of the grifter sphere likes to put it. Let's see. I didn't bring anybody anywhere. Yeah, you did, Zombie Bomb. You know exactly what you fucking did. We talked about this before. Did you ever fucking lie to me again? All right, so we got to read this story and make fun of these bug men. Make fun of these soy boys. Just outright rebuke consume culture. So Deadpool and Wolverine executive producer Wendy Jacobson recently told, hey, you guys, via IGN that adult men were sobbing during Hugh Jackman's camera test, which marked the first time the beloved X-Men actor wore Wolverine's iconic yellow and blue superhero suit from the comics. The suit alone has generated significant buzz for the upcoming Marvel tentpole, as Jackson never wore the comics' accurate costume during his previous 17-year stint as Wolverine. It was one of the craziest things, Jacobson said. It was the camera test. It was before we started shooting. To see both of those guys, first of all, in costume together was just mind-blowing. But Hugh walking out in the yellow and blue, I mean, there were grown men like sobbing on set. So we knew it was a special, very special thing. Yeah, I would fire them. But like, get the fuck off my set, fucking bitch. You're gonna scare Hugh Jackman. Dude, Hugh Jackman was like, ugh, what the fuck is wrong with these bug men? Ugh. These goy boys. Just like, oh, McCabe shit. Speaking of variety, for a cover story on Deadpool and Wolverine, Jackman said everyone was in black leather when the first X-Men movie was coming together in 1999. So, dude, Jesus Christ, dude, it's been almost 25 years. So part of my brain was institutionalized that's the way it is, referring to the original look of his on-screen Wolverine. As soon as I put on the yellow suit, I couldn't believe I never had before. He added, I've never seen a crew reaction like that. Ryan Reynolds added, we barely talked about how about the suit in the early development because it was a no-brainer. You don't do this character now unless he's in the suit. According to Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levi, it was Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige who told him that if Jackman were to return as Wolverine after 2017's No Perfect Logan, then it would have to be in the yellow suit, Levi added. We immediately responded, hell fucking yes. They were probably doing the soy faces when saying this. Hugh Jackman, having never appeared in the character's most iconic suit, is like being Superman in 10 movies and never wearing the Superman costume. I never really thought of it that way. I mean, that is kind of interesting, but dude, like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sneak into the movie theaters. I'm going to have a fucking GoPro strapped to my chest. And if I catch anybody fucking crying, I'm going to just walk up to them and record it. And then just start Joker laughing or something because, like, nobody would believe me unless I say otherwise. I think that would make really, really great content. I mean, who knows? I can probably end up in the movie theater with that guy who does all the crying when he's watching the Star Wars trailers. The crybaby soy guy. It'd be pretty fucking great. But yeah, man. Dude, if you're a dude, if you're a grown ass man, you talk to 13-year-olds, I want nothing to do with you. If you're a grown ass man crying during any Marvel movie, any cape shit movie, because of some dude wearing a fucking fake suit, I want nothing to do with you. You're dead to me. Last time a man trusted a woman, the big man kicked both people out. Yeah. Yeah. You should pick on them until they hit you in the face on camera. Zombie bomb. No. The cape shit enjoyers, they're not a threat to me. They're like bugs to me. Like I'll just step on them, you know? Fuck, I don't even know if I'll do that. They'll probably enjoy it. They'll be like, I'm a worm, step on me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, you're fucking weird, man. Never mind. This was a mistake. You know, I'd have to fucking leave. It'd be like an awkward ride home. Zombie Mom just wants me to, dude, or I'll be like that boomer, or not that boomer. I'll be like that guy in Florida who just got sick of the boomer shit. And then he started hitting him. And then like the boomer shot him and died, and he got away with it too. I don't want to be in a situation where like I might get shot, and I don't know, man. You just never know. We live in a free state, so you can open carry, you can conceal carry, you can do all that. I mean, you can open carry just for no reason. Conceal carry, you need a little permit thingy for it, but yeah. Let's see. Prove it by doing what I said. Think of it as science. What is supposed to transpire in this science experiment? You want me to accost somebody more so than I already would be, and you want me to get my ass whooped, or you just want me to be viciously attacked by some soy boy? Dude, I've been in one movie theater. I've been to one movie screening. I think it was The Strangers or The Hulk. I don't remember. And there was a big ass fight that broke out in the movie theater. It was pretty fucking crazy. Like one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in a movie theater. And like a straight up brawl. And it was because of something that I did. I just pissed everybody off, or at least I pissed off this other group of people. And then they challenged us to a fight, but they didn't know who exactly to fight because I was using very colorful language against them because they kept talking and drinking and stuff. And then for whatever reason, one of my buddies was like, it was me. I'm the one that said it. I don't know why he said it. And then like the fight broke out. It was total madness. And yeah, people were mad at me. All right, guys. Well, usually I do really long ass shows, but again, just want to keep it light. You know, want to keep it light. I got to upload last week's show to Spotify. I got to upload this one immediately. And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody joining as always. Hopefully next week I can have the show on BitChute. And of course, we are on Rumble for the Rumble chat. I apologize, but I don't see the chat. I don't have it up right now. I don't have enough screens. I need more screens, I think. But yeah, Zombie Bomb. No, look, I'll record a guy crying, but I'm not going to get my ass whooped. Or I'm not going to get into a fight with like 6 soy boys when I'm by myself. I don't know. I could probably recruit a couple dudes to join me, but they might not get what I'm doing. So that might be a no-go, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So everybody, stay healthy, drink water, and, we're really living through crazy times, but I think it's going to be all right if we really wanted to. And, yeah, don't be daft. All right, everybody.